Oh, wonderful folks of YouTube as well. I'm getting headbutted by Eve now. Eve, can you get comfortable? Or are you going to be persistent silly cat? I suspect persistent silly cat is the answer to that one. Now, this is an open lobby. If you would like to come and join us for these races, you are more than welcome to. We are playing on Xbox. You can just go through the server browser and just find this one and join as and when there are spaces. Pretty much. Right, Eve, are you going to sit down now? Yeah? Yeah? You set? Cool. Okay. We will... we will see if Eve is going to be okay. I do apologize. My voice is better. It's not quite right, but we're a lot better. So I do apologise if there are any coughs, sneezes, etc. along the way. I will try not to do them in the microphone as best as possible, but, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Cora, I think, was saying hi to Eve. Chat is saying hello. Oh, no, you've got yourself comfy. Okay, great. Please do not use your claws. Well, dig your claws into my leg to shuffle yourself around like you have been doing today. I have words with her, but she doesn't listen to the words at all. It's typical. She's been say she wasn't fast. But the second I started streaming, or second before I started streaming, she decided to climb on me and get in the way. Trading the bits, saying only one thing to say about Wreckfest being on tonight: bring on the porta toilets. Also, hey, well, you can choose to run the portaloos if you so wish. I wouldn't recommend it here, but you can. They have the occasional moment of being fast at some of the figure 8 circuits. They are actually not that slow. They do tend to get killed, but that's just what happens with toilets. Tomby, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 19th month. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Thank you very much indeed for the continued support. I was just saying doink for reasons. No, Tie-Dye, we do not need to be giving Ewan Racecar Facts to get into this lobby at all. I mean, you can just send messages to Ewan with Racecar Facts if you want. I can't stop you from doing that. But yeah, you don't have to in this one. It is literally just an open lobby. You can jump in, you can get connected at any time that you wish. We're going to go and get started because why not? Alright, I'm going to try and untangle myself from all of these various wires. Eve, you've not made this easy for me, but there we go. When do the cats ever make it easy for the owners? I can sense how this evening is going to go. But yeah, we're getting started. You know, you can drop in and out of these lobbies as you please. My game seems a little bit loud. I'm just going to turn that down a smidge. Oh, I have not played. You can tell I have not played this for a while by the fact I did not know to go through the gearbox. Okay, gear controls are slightly different to some of them that we have done here. Oh, something has just got chucked to the side. We will try and be neat and tidy through this section, if at all possible. There is, going to be a dive for the cars ahead. I mean, I know the Rammer is pretty solid in terms of a car. Generally like the way it drives. Longbow to the front of the pack. We are a little bit stuck on the edge of the track there, and actually wanted to drag my car wide, which is never good. Longbow with a bit of understeer through there. Me with a lot of oversteer. Who would have thought? Wreckfest, it's a fiddly game to get the hang of. The braking, the handling the cars is quite different to a lot of other games. So, I am a bit rusty. Have not played this game since the last time we streamed this, which I think if I remember rightly when I was looking through scheduling this stream, it was very early January. So it's been nearly 2 months since I have played Wreckfest. Going to be a little bit rusty. We've come out of all of this in 4th. Now, whether we can chase down the 2 leaders, I do not know. Can we get away with that? I mean, I'll say 2 leaders, 3 leaders, I should say. So, when the Raidens to vanish away at the front. Raidens are very Oh, sorry, Raiden and Nexus. Both very, very fast. Raiden, stupidly good. Little adventure through the tyre bundle, not the way to go, particularly. I mean, Longbow has enough difficulties with Canada ping. Oh god, we just... Oh, like trying to go out wide, you end up just kind of sitting up on... It feels like you're sitting up on a curb when you're not. I guess maybe you're like on like the mound of dirt there, causing issues for your car. Nope, did not want to get the car again. Could not get the car pulled back across. Come on, Rammer. Maybe you'll turn in at some point. Apparently not. It's been a pretty boring first race, if I'm honest with you. We have not quite got the pace of the top three, and Cora's about to smash into a wall. Got away with it back there. But yeah, just not quite got the pace of the top three, and then I'm overdriving trying to find the pace of the top three. But there we go. Oh, that'll be a big slide for us through that corner. Oh, they can have a fight behind. Yeah, if I'd stopped the slide in the car, that would probably be good. We're kind of chucking it a little bit through turn one. Now, the Ram is normally pretty good for traction. I mean, it doesn't have infinite traction, of course not. But it's normally pretty good in terms of getting out of these slower corners. Oh, we're going to finally roll. Oh, I mean, it just about sums up this one. Honestly, it's unfortunate, but this was just a boring race. Like, sometimes you have it. I mean, I've done plenty of racing. Sometimes you have a race where you're just bored, and that's not a good start for me. It is just over. Oh no, we've gone wide now. No concentration has been had in this race. Christ, the concentration factor is at an all-time low. Right. Okay. It's the warm-up race. I'm just going to claim. But yeah. Okay, well, Rammer did not do me very well here, although I probably let it down a bit more than the car. We're off to an astonishing start. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Oh, through that corner there. Not got the line right through there at all. Longbow will take victory. I will go the wrong gear for a second. Ugh. Right. Terrible race. Can only improve. Pretty much. Oh, come on. Why is it? I still don't know why it's doing that. I've played this game a bunch, and I've never come across the cars. Like, it feels like you've got the wheel hooked on the curb and it's just being dragged along straight. I really can't say I've ever come across that on this game before. That's really weird. I mean, it happened a bunch, you know. Problem is that I'm so set in my ways in terms of whatever line I want to go on that, yeah, I couldn't get out of it. But, yeah, that was, well, that will now be forgotten. that one there will be forgotten, and, yeah, I will no longer think about that race ever again. Lincoln, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, Alex, I bring good news. I successfully purchased my first car, a 2010 Ford Escape XLT utility. Ah, well, congrats. Very different to the first cars you would get over here. But, you know, congrats and best of luck, and hopefully you do not end up in the FailRace Broken Car Club for any length of time. Dead by Serial. Thank you very much for the bits. Saying, love all the content. Need teams survive the hunt. Survive hunt. 2 teams, each team has an Alex who tries to blend in while the other team's hunters try killing them or protecting their Alex. I mean, we have done a teams survive the hunt. I don't quite know how you would, yeah. I guess it would end up being like more of a protection thing, because you're almost. It could work. It would be it'd be impossible to film, is the downside of that one. But it would be an interesting game mode. It would take a lot of figuring out as to how to make it work. But it could be an interesting game mode. But yeah, the filming part of that would be quite entertaining. could probably make it work. Would just take a take a while. It could be fun though. It would be a very, very different game. It wouldn't be a survival hunt anymore, but it would be an entertaining game. That is that is for sure. I can see it working with some some tweaks and some messing around. What do I want to drive? Do we think? I mean, I can go. To be fair, the Rammer is normally the easier one of my cars to drive. The Hammerhead is very fast, but not as easy to drive as the Rammer, so this can only go well. Definitely no chance of this going absolutely terribly. We will try, though. Drake, think of the bits saying, wrong car for me. I was consistent in the last 4 laps. I mean, it definitely happens. I've never really figured out the knack to building cars on here. I'm sure there is a knack to building them or tuning them or whatever. But yeah, I haven't got it. Also, the driving style on this game is very weird to me. It is. I think it is. All the racing games, I mean, I played plenty of them, and all sorts of different types. And this is the one that's one of the toughest to, I say, adapt to, go back to, and all of that. It is. I gotta say weird. I don't know if that's even the right way of phrasing it. It's just different. It's very, very different. So yeah, there's going to be some rust. There's going to be some rust from me, apparently from Tie-Dye as well, and from anyone who hasn't played this for a while. Yeah, there's going to be some rust. The downside, the cars are very oversteery, which is absolutely not what I want. It's not how I like my cars to drive. Admittedly, a lot of this is on dirt. You would expect them to. They're also all beat-up cars. Like, I can see why it has gone that route. Just, it's not how I want my cars to drive or how I generally get speed. Unfortunately, those asking about sort of crossplay, you need to be on Xbox to take part in this. This is an Xbox server. There is absolutely no way to be doing crossplay. Hopefully, when Wreckfest 2, I mean, part of the reason why I'm doing this one is didn't mean to do that. But Wreckfest 2 is not far away. I know it's coming out in early access, of course. Fingers crossed. Maybe we will see some crossplay on that. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. But I think we're going to see more crossplay from the games going forward, so you never know. Can we hurry up? There we go. Right, we are on the outside of the front row, and well, I mashed through the gearbox when I went the wrong way, and it okay. Apparently you can't like tap A couple of times, you've got to actually let it change up. And now we're off to a brilliant start. Oh, Wreckfest. It has gone very, very well, this. Not only is the gearbox confusing me because it's different to what I would have most of my games be, immediately being turned as well. But there we go. We will get past that. There's a skyline in a solid wall. We will, see what we can do in terms of recovery now. We can look at trying to get to the inside here, and we will make that move stick, which put me back up into 6th position. Car is twitching around through here, which is not great. Kind of easy does it through this section. Nope, Hammerhead, behave. Just everything is so oversteery. Oh, forgot how oversteery the stuff was in this game. I mean, let's face it, we're not going to be winning this race after a start like that, unless there is a big amount of chaos. We certainly aren't going to be catching up. What we might be able to do is vaguely follow longbow through the pack. We know the Nexus is very quick. That's, again, a little bit of a locked-up break. Down there, we'll get away with it. This corner here is kind of this never-ending, tightening corner, which we will close up to the back. I think it's a boomer in front of us. We'll change of direction right through here if we can. Oh. we very lightly brushed the wall, not as much as the car ahead did. Thought about having a go to the inside, still thinking about having a go to the inside, couldn't do it. Might be able to draw alongside here, not quite. Got a little bit too much of a slide going on there. Around the outside of this turn. If we can get on the power soon enough, you could maybe make something happen, but could not do it. The boomers ran in way too deep through there, unfortunately. Going to be in the way through here. God, not that change direction right either. Come on, we can maybe fire it to the inside. Can't fire it to the inside in turn 1. Can't really. Might be able to do it here. No, Boomer is still defending very heavily through there. Oh, and then we get big amounts of wheel spin from the car as we try and get on the power desperately down there. See, I'm trying to avoid the dirt. I don't know whether that's actually quicker down there. No, not got the turning point right through there. Not got the turning point right through there particularly. Hoping we can get on the power sooner, but we're not. No, it's not going my way at the moment. We will try and carry speed through here. We may be able to have a go. Can we close enough to have a go down here? Yeah, I'm not good enough under brakes, I don't think. We're constantly looking for somewhere through. There's... when I tried to open the door, we tried to crowbar the door open there a little bit. Oh, there is a spun raided on the final corner. Yeah. We probably would have been best off in turn 1 if we could have got to a better place, but we never really did. Could never really look for a way past down there. So yeah, it was kind of just a push the car in front around a bit. But yeah, couldn't find a way through. I mean, it's not the worst. Not the worst finish. Yes, hello Eve. I know, you're comfy there. You have made it very, very abundantly clear that you are comfy there. So I guess that's good for you. But there we go. If you do want to take part, this server is just on Xbox. You can go to the server browser, and you can find it that way, and yeah, see what happens. There are a couple of spaces, I think, around the place, so you hopefully are going to be able to get connected. What was the name of the circuit I was looking for? I think it was this one here. Right, let's go for a figure of 8 race. Yeah, it is not long until we have Wreckfest 2 coming out, which is cool. I will look forward very much to playing that one, to seeing how that one turns out. Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about it any more than in fact, I may know even less because I pretty much don't pay attention to. Until I can play the game, I do not pay the slightest bit of attention to trailers or anything like that for them. I just don't anymore. That is, it's got to that point for me, basically, where I'm just not going to. I'm just not gonna. There's so much. There's too much to keep track of, and they're also really. Admittedly, Wreckfest 2 is coming out much quicker than I expected, but that is because it's doing sort of early access stuff. But there's so much out there, and there's like games are announced and talked about like years before they're coming out. Okay, sure, something like GTA 6 is math, but yeah, there's too much for me to keep track of, so I just don't. I've given up. So yeah, we will wait and see. We will wait and see what happens when the game comes out, or when the early access comes out, I should say. I presume it's going to be very much like probably be a little bit more to it than when Next Car Game came out, because Christ, you're feeling old when you start talking about it. But Next Car Game, when it first came out, was like one track. Actually, I think the first came out was like a test arena, wasn't it? I think very originally it was just like the test arena. You could kind of smash the cars up, and then there was like one or two tracks, and yeah, it was definitely interesting. It was definitely interesting there. So there we go. Oh, Ricketts. Yeah, the game does have issues sometimes. With the car selection, you can very much get stuck in the menus, and yeah, it happens. Hopefully it'll figure it out. The game does sometimes freeze and lock up in menus as well, which is not ideal. It's not ideal. It's like every game we play, there's always something. There's always something. GTA, we can't get people connected properly. SnowRunner just doesn't work most of the time. Wreckfest has some broken menus. Yeah, it does happen. Either way, we are off. We are underway. Now, if I can keep the hammerhead here out of trouble, that would be great. Oh, well, didn't really want to be that far on the inside. However, we are through all of this. There's going to be a gap there, which we can possibly put our car through. Oh, someone's stuck there. Not sure who that is, but there's there's like a ghost car. I don't think we're going to get stuck behind the boomer again. Oh, Mini put us a little bit sideways, but that's fine. It is only a Mini at the end of the day. We are going to... I'm a little bit wary. Oh, car's got moving now. Don't know where the car is in the traffic though. That is the concerning part. when there's a car out of sequence, that's when things start getting troublesome. While it's all in a line, we're fine. As cars start getting out of sequence, things will start getting more and more hectic. Right, we are putting pressure on the leader. Where are we going to find a way past? We're going to give a little... There was a little tap there. We're going to hopefully go across in front of the Mini. Oh, okay, we took a hit, but it was only a minor hit. Now, each time we're going to be looking like we're going to get in closer and closer. Well, had to go on the brakes. If I didn't, we were going to get murdered. The boomer has got slightly further away there because we were having to make the judgment call on if we were going to get hit in the cross traffic or not, and yeah, we've lost a little bit of time. I think we are the slightly faster car. It's not by much, but it is a little bit. There's a car here limping around with no front wheel. That's fine. We can hopefully get past that, no trouble. Now, oh, that got a slide going on. We get a big slide from the back of the car. There are some stricken vehicles. I mean, look, I'm a lap. You're a lap down. You can't just turn in and expect a Volvo to disappear. They have all caused chaos as they were trying to dodge each other. That has caused big problems for the leader. That one there will promote me up to the lead of the race. Oh, but I've got to go on the brakes to try and slot through that gap. Longbow has caught up, though, in all of the fighting and all of that. Longbow has caught up to us, and I have to go on the brakes. We have to go behind that. If we continue at that pace, we will get hit by them vehicles at the crossover point. Okay, go between the two groups of cars. Longbow's dropped back, maybe got clipped somewhere, not sure. The boomer is there once more. Oh no. I saw it too late. I thought we were going to be in front of them, and then I realised where they were going to be and saw it too late. Although there are... Oh, Longbow is now to the front. The boomer's also got hit somewhere. Unfortunately, it is all come at the wrong time for us. We can go behind them. But yeah, it has come at the wrong time. Longbow will claim a victory. We're going to get second. Trats. We have murdered Giraffe. We have absolutely murdered Giraffe. Admittedly, after the finish line. Yeah, we just kind of sent that one. Sorry. I mean, that is how figure of 8 racing will go sometimes. There is Cora and stuff. There's a lot of broken cars around the place. There is a lot of 3-wheeled vehicles from hits. Honestly, like, we've done figure of 8 racing plenty of times before. A lot of the times it actually doesn't quite get that crazy within 10 laps. The field did get spread. I guess as cars have lost wheels, Cora's car looks like it's stuck. But there we go. Longbow will take victory from us. Border in 3rd. Drake would up 4th, head of Banana. There was only one DNF, surprisingly, but quite heavy damage did occur around the place. Yeah, that's actually one of the crazier figure 8 races we've had at that circuit, which is always good. We do. we strive for at least entertaining races. Sure, let's go Hill Street. Why not? We'll go for C class. We'll mix things up a little bit. But yeah, we'll go the other way around this circuit because I have to try and remember that we can go through reverse layouts. And what do we want? Probably a Gremlin. The Bulldog's very good, but only good at very technical circuits. This is not technical enough for the Bulldog, I don't think. So yeah, we'll go with a Gremlin. It's just a solid option, really. Do not worry, there is plenty of time for Hellride and Deathloop and all of the good stuff as we go through. Ty-Dye was saying that every time they were trying to slow down for the crossover, it caused more issues. It is one of the real difficulties of the figure of 8 circuits. I mean, it is why it's entertaining, of course. But yeah, it is really difficult because you can get on the brakes trying to slow down to dodge stuff, and that does actually sometimes cause more problems. But then if you go too fast, you saw that I should have braked. Whether I could have won or not, who knows? Because you don't know what's going to happen in the next crossovers. But yeah, it is. It is really difficult. I mean, I think I say this every time whenever I play Wreckfest, whenever we do figure of 8 racing. Go and if you haven't seen it before, go and look up the proper, not the Derby figure of 8 racing, the actual figure of 8 racing. They are nuts, and I have no idea how they do it. How they are able to judge everything the way they do. I mean, they what are they? I think it's like modified. They look like sort of like the modified NASCAR class. I think it's the modifieds, the crazy looking things, anyway. And they, yeah, they are mad. They are absolutely mad. A lot of people wanted Gremlins, it seems. There's a Firefly in there. There is a lone Thrasher, sure. I guess the Gremlin might be the lone car for this class if you haven't played much of this game. Is Wreckfest still on Game Pass? Has it gone off Game Pass? I presume it's gone off Game Pass, to be honest. It may or may not have done. But, yeah, who knows? Either way. Right, it's time for us to go racing. There was a lovely little gap that we could shove our car through there. That worked very nicely for us. Well, and there was a big crash. We came out of it relatively well. We were trying to not impact anybody else too much, but oh, that curve there's done some nasty things. Right, don't try and jump that curve in this direction. Does not work. Not going to be able to find a way past to the inside there. Cora's got the car up onto 3 wheels. Going to go, well, 3 and 4 wide down here. Not ideal. Well, so good. What the hell? The hell did that car get spun like that? Like a Mario power-up got it there. Don't quite know how that happened. It did, but I'm not 100% sure how. Can we attack that curb? Relatively well. I mean, we got away with it, but we were a little bit slow on the exit through there. All right. Around the final corner we go. God, brushing the wall just kills the momentum. Damn and blast and all that. Valentine is going to get to the inside. Valentine will pass through there. We're going to then try and repass, although we saw what that curve did to our car last time, so I'm going to be a little bit more wary of it and stay away for the moment. Now, down the hill we will go. Now, the leader, well, everyone here is going to start running the risk of running into crossover traffic. I've gone a little bit too hard into that corner. Crossover traffic. Oh, me and Valentine both found the gap. We were side by side in the most dicey of positions. Unfortunately, the leaders have got away with that one fine, and we lost a lot more time there, having to check up and try and get the gap perfectly, which we did, but we've now lost time, a fair bit. The leaders, I mean, we may end up being the ones crashing into the leaders at some point if they continue to extend the gap. It's a pretty big group of cars we've got going on here. So, yeah, the leaders may well start finding themselves in trouble. God, that was pushing it through there. It's not going to be me that hits into the... Oh, there is a car on its side. I mean... I guess if... Oh, are we going to get hit at the crossroads? If you don't fancy using your own brakes, you can use me. That is something that can occur. It will probably mean that I shall return the favour at my nearest convenience. Oh, damn it. To be fair, I actually wanted to more go for a pass on that one. But, got a little bit more airtime than I was expecting on that one. So, yeah, we ended up just launching it past the vehicle. But never mind. Oh, frame rate, what are you doing? That is not you. What is going on with the frame rate? Game? You going to come back? Okay, game has come back in that one. What on earth was that doing? Don't know. Really do not know on that. That's fun. Please don't do it again. There is one gremlin minus a wheel. There is one core on their side, still not moved. Down there. Oh, they're going to launch it. Sometimes it goes on two wheels, sometimes it doesn't. Can't really figure out why it does that or not. There we go. Unfortunately, this gremlin class has not really been particularly not really been as entertaining. They kind of all got spread out. I like this track. Just sometimes it works as a... Sometimes it works having like the crossover as stops cars getting too far away, but yeah, it has not quite happened the same way. We're not going to be close enough to do anything here, I don't think, into the braking zone. Oh, and a big lock-up. I mean, Small Man also went very, very wide through there. Cannot get going well enough there. And we will head up towards the final corner. Yeah, got a bit too side. We got close. We got as close as we could, I think. At that point, I'm going to try and try and be as brave as I could through there. We weren't going to pass anyway. We weren't going to. If I'd taken that corner normally, weren't going to have the momentum regardless to be getting through, unfortunately. But had to try something. Yeah, we made some time on that final lap, but we were just a bit too far back to really do all too much. Can't say I've ever seen anybody running with the with the pram on the roof. Honestly, mostly forgot that thing existed. To be fair, I've stopped running mostly with the things on the roof because they're going to get in the way. Very annoying a lot of the time. There we go. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation. Someone said 9. Ah, yes, you have got the donation bar to read all of the 9s. That is quite impressive. So I have to clean out my childhood home. Mum moved in there in 1964. I'm taking the big trailer this time. Heaps of old crap to deal with. Fun as I won't be. Oh well. Best of luck. Best of luck to you with that one. Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a hard day. That does sound like that's going to be a relatively difficult day. So yeah, hopefully it goes all right for you. What was I looking for? I don't remember. What was I looking? I know what I was looking for. There we go. Let's get the good old death loop on the go. And see what might happen here. Cora, I think the bit's saying Cora is too angry right now to move. That would explain the the ornamental car going on. That's on that one. It does happen. It does happen. So yeah. Do I want to continue using the Gremlin? I don't think I've got anything better. Well, I mean, I can go for the cheesy route. Which, seeing how things have gone, has gone today, we will go with the cheesy route. The buggy is very fast. The downside of the buggy is not very strong. Not very strong. Of course, we don't really need insults for non-loop takers. In cars, in fact, actually, everything that we do, the loop is faster. It is. Even with a bus, the loop is actually the faster route. You want to be taking the loop. The only reason you are not taking the loop is generally because you're broken. So, yeah, you're not going to want to be avoiding the loop. The Hell Ride is a different story because it's quicker to avoid the jump. It's just boring. So yeah, there we have insults for those that refuse to take the jump. But here, honestly, you are quicker to take the loop. So yeah, I doubt you're not gonna be intentionally avoiding it. And if you do, you're gonna be losing time. Possibly a little safer, depending on what the scenario is around. Everywhere. Oh, I thought I'd press start. Apparently not. Lil Goth, thank you very much for the bits, saying defibrillators don't fail very often, but when they do, nobody is shocked. You're gonna get a boo. You're gonna get a boo from me, and you're going to get a boo from chat, and you are fully deserving of your boo right there. Ah, dearie me. I mean, it's good, but it's good, but it's going to get a boo. I feel like that's the way to go. That's the way to go with that one. So yeah, let us see what might happen. Oh well, there are some buses that are going to get stuck on the loop. Well, I mean, they're not going. Funnily enough, they're not going to compete with the likes of a buggy and so on. These things are very quick. They could get in the way and cause chaos. They could be problematic in places. We will have to wait and see. I don't know what this buggy is set up for. Whether we have the right gear ratio for the loop. Yeah, we do. Okay, that's fine. We are over there. First time in one piece. Now, I'm going to call it a Zion, but it isn't. I don't remember what it's called. BMW alike. There's a bus coming off of the loop. We get momentum on the high side there of the banked corner, which I'm fine with. We will run the higher line. Ooh. We will brush the wall, perhaps, in that one. Now, we will head over the next section. Ooh. Not quite. Well, we may still be able to get the drive on the exit of the corner, which we do. Now, that bullet thing is, well, apparently just significantly faster. We got a big twitch going around the loop. Yeah, we're not quite as fast on the hill section as some of the other cars. I mean, I was damned if I did there. That was the lesser of two evils, but it wasn't good. if we didn't slam on the brakes, that was going in our door. If we did slam on the brakes, we'd lose a lot of time. I mean, it wasn't a great option, but it was possibly the better one. The Cardinal is a bit of a pain in the arse. And there is a bus on the loop that's rather blocked. God, this buggy's got no pace around though. Maybe I need to be changing up sooner for the exit. Not sure. Might just be that this is funnily enough, more of a grip car than anything. Oh, the Cardinal has been obliterated by a Firefly, which is quite funny. But that is a very, very dead Cardinal. The yellow bus is continuing to make it around the loop, at least. We're going to jump our way across. Yeah, our lack of top speed is really hurting the buggy at the moment. The Firefly I would expect to be as slow as we are. Right, no. I mean, it's still not great. Oh, was that Longbow that got span? It was. Longbow got hit on the crossover. Giraffe ran in very deep through there and ended up in the wall. So it's going to be a battle between me, the Firefly. I think Cora's in a rammer, or is it a gremlin? I'm not sure. I think a rammer, possibly. What can we do about getting past the Firefly? I think Giraffe may have missed a shift through there. We will chuck the buggy to the inside. Now that line there is okay for passing, but you will be slow on the exit because you've got to take such a tight line. You're kind of avoiding the banking. Oh, come on, buggy. It's terrible around their loop. It's really not very good on the loop. Giraffe is going to have a look, but I don't think I'm able to do much. We can carry a lot of speed through here. Not again, not again. Oh, it's fine. We will just hold on to third place. Just. That was a really good race, actually. Unfortunate that we had to do. Well, I say had to do. The Cardinal was just in a really bad place. The Cardinal was just in a really awkward place, and it is what it is. We had to slam on the brakes to avoid it. We did survive, though. We recovered ourselves to third. Longbow was unlucky, also getting wiped out on the crossover section. Oh, there is Valentine. Valentine minus a wheel is making the loop. Honestly, I'm impressed. That is not the easiest thing in the world to do. Oh, Longbow's car has... Longbow's AI has decided the Cardinal needed to be back on its wheels again. But there we go. Yeah. It was admittedly a bit shorter than I intended, but yeah. It was an entertaining shorter race. Right. Where do we want to go next? Sure, Vale Falls. I like that circuit. You know what? We can go reverse layout around here. Because I don't actually know where the start line is. Because doesn't Vale Falls have... This is the one where you have like the rallycross start like off to the side. Not sure, but we'll go there. We'll go there. We'll see what... we'll see what happens. I'm going to stick with the buggy. In theory, this should be a half decent track for the buggy. And you know, with any luck, we can get some better performance. We're getting rid of the rust. Very slowly getting rid of the rust. The cat has also wandered off. For those of you curious, an Eve update. Well, the other cats are not in the room. Eve has wandered off and now decided that the dog bed is the way to go. So, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Now, for those just tuning in, I welcome you to the stream, of course. If you do want to take part, you are always more than welcome to. This is an open server. We are on We're on Xbox. If you search the, go through the server browser, you can find this one. You are welcome to jump in whenever there are spaces in the lobby, and yeah, you can take part in the mayhem that goes on, depending on I say what I decide to set it to. We had some relatively sensible races. Just hopefully we got a podium. We're gradually creeping forward. Oh, it's a long way back. Okay, so this does just start on the grid, which would make sense. I mean, I was expecting it to do that. I was just curious. Can we get off to a really good start here? I mean, going around the outside of everyone is a bit risky because you never know what mayhem's gonna befall you. So, yeah, we've got to be a little bit mindful. Because on the outside, if the car gets a big understeer moment, you get pushed wide. So there's always a risk. Oh, bloody hell! Now, I mean, we have. Oh, good lord! There are cars everywhere in this one. We have survived through all of this into 7th. Now, that is for the terrible driving that you've done so far. I think we're going to be free of the traffic for the foreseeable future. Ooh. Okay, the buggy is good through that section, as I would hope it would be. Second gear's terrible. Don't use second. Maybe I extended the gears in this for something we were doing. Oh, my turn to hit that inside kind of dirt bank and fire the car in an awkward direction. Now, oh yeah, my gears are way too long, I think, in this. Maybe that. Oh, not ideal. There's going to be a gap underneath the BMW there. That'll work for the little buggy. I mean, it's a quick car, this one, when you get it going. And it's got a lot of grip, which is great for a track like this, where you are, funnily enough, turning a lot. We'll try and put the power down. Oh! The leader has... Was it the leader? They've done well to get that... Oh, it's lost its wheel. Banana's fallen over, has recovered, but, yeah, lost a front wheel in the process. They were trying to go for the pass on Valentine, and it tipped over in the process. Right, come on, buggy. Really should have shortened the gears in this. We are struggling a little bit. We can be flat through there, and I'm not sure all of the other cars can be. I mean, have we not lost time early on and a few silly light errors from me? I think I might have one of the quicker cars here. Would expect so. The buggy is normally pretty good. But yeah, we lost too much time early on in this one. Go, go, go. Buggy, come on. Couple of laps to go. If we're going to find a way past, I mean, we can sometimes get a path into turn 1. It just bogs horribly coming out of that corner, or it feels like it does. We're very quick through here, and it's into the next corner where it's probably our best chance to send it. Alright, get stopped. We will. Small man is going to fight back on the outside, but there's not going to be any room through there, and that will do the job for us. Moves me up into 3rd place. Now, can we go chase down Longbow for 2nd? We've got a couple of laps to go. Come on, buggy. Get the power down, if at all possible. This is the corner where we've got to be fast. Seemingly all of our lap time is kind of made through there. Never good when you've got, like, one corner that your vehicle is super good on. Because it really is just, you are relying on having a good run, and if you, for whatever reason, make a mistake, or if you just can't because other cars are around, it is a real problem. Can we... Whoa, no, buggy, no. God damn it. Just lost the rear end. I think what it did is it picked the front end up into the air, which, funnily enough, does not go very well for controlling the vehicle. We're going to be way too far back. Had we not had a big wheelie moment, or semi-wheelie moment, maybe we could have done something. I think we had the pace, but yeah, just got too carried away through here. This lap, of course, we're fine, but Yeah, just at the critical moment. Just at a critical moment, it decided it wanted to wheelie or unload the front wheels, and I just couldn't do it. Just could not make that one work. It was a good race. It was a very, very good race. However, could not make it work. As cars are coming across the finish line now. God damn. There we go. We can go back to there. We didn't want to quite get back to here, but Giraffe was flying with the little Firefly. That thing was rapid. The top vehicles were all pretty close to low 35s. I think I'm going to have to try and shorten the gears in the buggy because the gears, super long gears, are not what we want. Don't quite know why we've got that going on. It might have been used for, it's probably been used for something, some championship thing. But yeah, those, while stats-wise it looks good, actually driving-wise it feels terrible. Feel absolutely terrible driving. It just bogs down horribly. So, yeah, normal gear ratios are going to be the way to go. And I say that as we are now going to... where are we going to go to? Do you know what? I mean, normal gear ratios will probably still be needed for this. Let's go for Wrecknado. Now, the question is, do I want to use the hard-hitting limo that will survive? What's strong? Gremlin's a bit stronger, at least. I think the Gremlin might be the way to go. So my thinking, my logic here, probably going to be similar in terms of pace between the Gremlin and the buggy. Gremlin might survive a little bit longer. Okay, slightly longer gears. Probably not terrible here for this circuit. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if anyone... El Matador's always a good shout. I actually need to build one of those at some point. I know Gliska has one that's always annoyingly fast. It's very strong and very fast. I have a limo that is very strong, but isn't anywhere near as quick. I'm going for the more just set a good lap time. If we can set a good lap time, I will stand a all right chance. But yeah, we will see. What else have we got? I'm just trying to see if we have got any other potential heavyweights in this. The Hearse probably gone for the more strength route. I mean, school bus and motorhome are things we don't want to hit. The rest of it seems fairly good, fairly normal. Nothing crazy. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. While I don't know whether Dan's got stuck in the menus. It's just always something. It really is just always something. Honestly, like trying to small when I say every time I go strength build here, I lose wheels. Trying to use a strength built car is, I find like 9 times out of 10 it just doesn't work for me because the race is just not chaotic enough. Wrecknado is a punishing track. Like, there's no doubt about it. Wrecknado is a really punishing track, and a lot of cars aren't going to finish this one. Oh, there's a little bit of lag there. But yeah, even when I go for a strength build car, I seem to just take so much damage anyway. Oh, no. That was That was just not going to go well. I lose a heap of time doing that, but if I didn't do that, I suspect we end up getting clobbered by something. So, yeah. Longbow is very much in a strength-built car by the looks of it. That thing is very heavily armoured. We cannot quite go... Well, Valentine is up on the wall, so we can't quite go up there. Oh, dear. I think we managed to get lag-dragged across. That's great. We didn't even have a respectable crash. We just got lag-dragged. Lovely stuff. We're going to need some cars DNFing out of this. If we are going to do anything here, we're going to need a lot of DNFs going on. Can we brave the wall ride higher than core? Basically, the higher you go on the banking, the faster you're going to go. But you do run a whole load of risks. How about sums up today? I don't even know if I reset if it's going to move. Like, we actually hit it and did more damage. Got 93 life, but I'm missing a wheel, so my race is done. That has just, yeah, I mean, it's just how this one goes. It's really not gone well. Thanks, game. That's cool. I guess the front end dug into the ground or something. For, you know, reasons. Something's had a bad time over there. I don't know whether the debris caused that. I don't think debris can in Wreckfest, but there we go. Should have locked the diff up fully in this. Alas, I did not. Right, my goal is to murder a school bus. Murder a school bus! Did not work. I wanted it to fall over. It did not. I'm disappointed. I have, yeah, no other objective other than to try and flick the school bus, although I can't at the moment. I'm just going to be, well, I was going to be annoying and go the other way around. I thought the hearse was going to kill us, but it didn't. We're up into 13th place. We are hoping, oh hey Longbow, all got a lot of understeer, funnily enough missing a wheel is not conducive to a quick lap time here. Are we going to be chaos? Yes! We're now 11th. More cars are out. I'm a bit stuck in the middle. Right. That is the end of the Firefly. Oh, God, this thing is absolutely wrecked. I mean, we've done our part for chaos. Oh, dear. The bus is still going. I mean, I fear I'm going to fall over on one of these landings. Oh. There goes Longbow. Crazy. I can't even take these ramps anymore because the front end just gets stuck. Whoop. That climbed up the wall. Something quite a lot. We may finish... Well, we're not going to finish the race. We may get a top 10 by virtue of still somehow being run at the end of this one. Whether the Gremlin would have worked here or not, I don't know. I mean... It was relatively quick for a while. We're now 9th. There's small man team left. Yeah, we were relatively fast. The hit we took was actually a fairly innocuous hit. It was more the bump on the wall that kind of killed us. So yeah, I don't know whether if we'd gone in the limo that would have been any better. There we have it. Oh, that is the end of that. I mean, we finished, which is about all I can say in that one. Is we did at least finish. We were somehow still running, which is honestly quite remarkable, given we were involved in some big shunts. But there you go. There you have it. Right, where do we want to go to next? Sure, let's go here. Why not? B-class cars. Well, we are going to experience some of the old circuits of the game. Right. What are we going to drive? I need to rebuild my Stella at some point and actually try and make it half decent. We'll go and grab the tried and tested Hammerhead. Oh, Small one's asking how to get past from beyond the grave. Probably what happened is you got knocked out, and then a car that was a lap down on you or a car that was further back from you then got knocked out as well. If the car is running at the end, it gets the position, but then if it gets knocked out, if you've done 6 laps and it's done 5 laps and it gets knocked out, that's probably what happened. Because, yeah, we've seen it sometimes. We've seen it sometimes at Hellride as well, when, yeah, you've got like you're limping around with a bus completely wrecked, and you can say you're quite high positioned, but because of your laps down on other cars that have DNF'd, if you do go out, yeah, that's generally what happens. Like, for example, there I technically ended up 9th, but I suspect there were cars that DNF'd even that might have had more laps than me. So yeah, the way it works is it kind of counts cars running at the end as more important than how far you've gone, which is, I guess, incentive to survive and incentive to kind of keep going. You know, in actual motorsport, if cars DNF, it's how far they've gone that kind of matters and everything. But there we go. Yeah, we're gonna run the Hammerhead. We're gonna see what it can do around here. It is an all tarmac circuit, which is good for me. What have we got? Lombo's got their Firefly. I can never really make the Firefly work. They can be okay. We see the C-Class one went very fast at some tracks. I feel like the Firefly, I'm sure someone better than me could make it work. From what I've seen, it can be quite contextually fast. Some tracks it's very good, other tracks less good. We got some boomers, we got some razors, and that's kind of the selection in this one. Me and Cora have got the the big Volvo estates that are ready to, I say, try this one and see what happens. We are hoping for a good round. We were having a good selection of podiums. It's a good spot. Cannot complain at the grid spot. We are off. We are underway, and cannot quite get across into turn 1 as I was hoping to. This is a little bit of a shame. We'll try and get through the next section as they are all fighting one another. I was stuck in the middle. I did not have anywhere I could go in that one. So, yeah. I thought this bit here was tarmac, to be fair, but there we go. Oh, might have left it on a bit too many laps, but it's fine, right? It is a short track at least, so there is that. We get out of the final corner with a lot of speed through there. Small man almost ends up in the sort of bridge supports. A lot of understeer from cars at turn 1, and I will say thank you very much, and that will promote the Hammerhead up into the lead of the race. Valentine is the car behind us. I don't know how fast is it a boomer? I don't know how fast Lombo's Firefly is as well, that will be, potentially chasing us down. Right, we can end the race now. That will be the goal. It's a 2-lap sprint race, yeah? That's all my. After this point, doesn't matter. It's going to be a little bit, not quite as good as we got it through there last time, although they are all fighting one another now. The more they fight each other, the more that helps me. Let them squabble amongst themselves and slow each other down, cost each other some time. The Volvo does seem to be working quite nicely here. I mean, it's always a little bit oversteery. As I said, all Wreckfest cars do tend to err on the side of oversteer. Could have been faster, could have been a lot faster through that one than we were. Not sure we're a big fan of the bump there, but you know, this vehicle is much more, I say designed, well it is much more designed as like a tarmac race car, it doesn't really like the dirt. We are 2 seconds clear of Valetain's Boomer. Don't do anything stupid like clipping the post on the outside there. I like the new turn 1 here. I do like that corner, that's a fun corner. That we seem to be able to carry good speed through there. I mean, yeah, the trick is now just don't make silly mistakes, which is much easier said than done. Like silly mistakes like that you'll get away with. This bump here feels like the one that could cost you a lot of time if you get it wrong. The final corner, we know we're relatively fast through if we get it right, which we do. And we are pulling away from Valetain, who was very, very sideways in the background there. Right, easy does it. In a lot of after generally a session of not great races. I'd say that. Not great finishes. That's some fun races. A lot of concentration to now not throw away what is a pretty good opportunity. This corner here is faster than you think because you're not on the full circuit layout. That bump is going to be the death of me at some point. We are still setting it up nice enough. Valetain with perhaps a little faster lap than me there has gained a couple of tenths. You can see the understeer though from the cars ploughing through there. Oh, there is a 3-wheeled car on the apex at turn 1. We've got around it though. Almost dicey. Maybe cost us a tenth while I was deciding how to approach it. Ugh, don't put a wheel on the grass. That's how you have a silly spin, which we are desperately trying not to do. Oh, I've made a right mess of that corner. Turned in too soon. It's one of those I turned in too soon and then lost time and yeah, didn't really correct it properly. It's all good. We are out the other side in one piece. Oh, I wanted to let go. Again, Valetain has closed a little bit, or the majority of that though would have come, I think, through that final section. We've got another potential. I mean, I'm honestly hoping it's just fast enough that it stays ahead of us. Don't want, like, if I don't have to deal with it, I would rather not have to deal with it at the moment. If the traffic can stay clear, that's all good. Though I can't go slowly because Valetain is not far behind. That bump chucked us a bit wide, although it's better, much better lap from us this time around. Okay, we are through the final corner. Valetain very, very sideways through there. There is a... Is that a wreck? Okay, it's a broken car. Thankfully, they took each other out, and that has given me a lovely, clean path through there. Oh, all the wheels on the dirt is a bad idea. Very... Too much brave. Too much brave has gone on at that corner. Don't do that one again. Not that we're going to have to, as we head across the dirt section and over the jump for the final time. The jump has not screwed us. Valetain's lost a bunch of time on this last lap anyway. And we will round the final corner. And we can breathe. It will be across the line. It will be a victory for the Hammerheads. It was a nice and composed race, that one. A very nice and composed race. Longbow, unfortunately, got wrecked out of that one. Didn't see what occurred on that one. Me and Valetain very, very similar in terms of lap times. We got through the traffic better, and yeah, one's out in front. Valetain just couldn't catch. When there's only a couple of tenths difference and you're 2 seconds clear, it's really, really difficult to sort of gain that time. So, yeah, I will take that one. I will take that one. Yeah, we got clear at the point we needed to, and that is kind of what mattered. And then no silly mistakes. Absolutely, absolutely no silly mistakes at all from me, which is an oddity, a rarity. Like this. There's no doubt about it. It's unlike me to not make any silly mistakes while racing on Wreckfest, but we got away with it. Oh, Christ. I mean, we've got our win for the day. Like, I am happy enough. So sometimes you've just got to be happy with getting the victories where you can. Let us visit, of course, a firm favourite. Good old Hell Ride. Now, there will be more than 2 DNFs on this track, I can tell you that much. Well, I say I can tell you that much. I actually can't, because you never know on this one, because you do sometimes get heavy casualties, you do sometimes get not. So, yeah, by all means, chat, have a guess. See how many finishers do you reckon. You could go heavyweights. I'm not going heavyweights. I'm sticking with my hammerhead. I would rather have a fast car. Now, the rules, of course, for this, if you have not taken part in one of these before or seen one of these before, you must take the jump. All right? You have got to take the jump in the centre. If, for example, you are pushed or the ramp is blocked with cars are flying towards you, and you take avoiding action, absolutely fair enough. But otherwise, you must take the jump. No chickening out of it. You must try and complete the jump at all times. Which, there's going to be some crashes. There's going to be some crashes. So whether you go for a strong car in the hope that you survive the hits, I could go the Great Grandjik's very strong. The Rammer is slightly stronger. The Road Cutter's quite strong. I'm half tempted by my Rammer for a little bit more strength, but I also know how fast the Volvo is. I forgot if I do that. It takes the raid already. My aim is to just simply be a fast car, and we can hope. There's a lot of guesswork on this race. There's a lot of guesswork on this race, and a lot of luck. Where some vehicles will be around at the jump and everything can play a big part in this. The school bus, I can tell you now, is probably not surviving. It's going to get in the way. It's going to cause problems. Thankfully, it is behind me. The other thankfully part is we're in the front group, which means I was going to try and go in the middle. Oh, that car there's having a massive accident. I had to get on the brakes because we got a tag, and I didn't want to get fired off the side. But yeah, that was not going to be a great one there. Lombo's been turned and spun in the centre. We've got a lot of momentum coming off here. Car out of second place has gone for a flip. Oh, why did you move across there? Really, really good question. Oh, God, bloody hell. It's so much road. I don't know why I got a punt on that one. Admittedly, I was trying to get across here because, well, majority of the cars end up running this way round the circuit, so just to go with the flow is much wiser. Yeah, people will figure out that if you all go around the same side, generally a bit cleverer, because you're less likely to run into collisions like that. Something's already gone out of this. The leader found out why you don't fight against a bus, but it came off surprisingly well, to be honest. There is a fallen over vehicle. Oh, bloody hell. Am I able to get onto the jump? I think I am just about. Right, we will clear that. The jump is an absolute mess at the moment. Oh! Hey, Valentine. That was a big leap. That was a hell of a leap, to be honest with you. But there we go. We got away with it. We survived. Now, the higher up on the wall you go, the faster you go in general. You've got to come off the wall at some point. But you've got to be a little bit careful. Not as bad in these as it is in the buses. However, climbing up the wall can be problematic in terms of breaking your wheel. We don't want that if we can avoid it. So at the moment, I think my wheels are fine to gamble this a little bit. Oh, no, that's fine. That's gonna clear us. Small Man leads the way. I think that is the bus in the lead of the race. Although the bus looks like it's lost a wheel, Giraffe is now to the front of the race. I don't know if the bus has got a wheel missing or whether it was just leaning. It does look like it's lost a wheel, doesn't it? Bus is surprisingly fast. Well, there we go. We're out of it as well. I'm pretty sure the car that hit us is dead too. And that's why you will go this. That's why you will go the same way. It's just, I mean, Giraffe's now had a falling over. Yeah, it's just it's really stupid. Well, it's really stupid when we have everyone having a system. So, you know, you end up wiping yourself out as much as you do everyone else. So that's a shame. We're shaping up to be an interesting race up at the front in that one. Can I get the leaderboard? There we go. That's what we want. Going on here. It is going to. I mean, it's definitely. Oh, Giraffe has not quite got the hang of getting off the wall ride there, and Giraffe has now lost a wheel. Small Man. I mean, honestly, if Small Man manages to win with a three-wheeled bus, that is impressive going, because they really shouldn't be, to be honest, and they're not. They're not. They're definitely not, because they are eliminated. The bus is, yeah, not always the strongest. So Giraffe is leading the way, but Crusher here has got there's a big sort of slap wheelie going on there. Has got a full accompaniment of wheels. As far as we can tell, it is going to be 4 vehicles that are going to finish the race. So that's a pretty heavy rate of attrition, considering we are only on lap 6. Valentine has got a sliver of health right now, which surely is going to struggle to make it. 5 hit points. 5 hit points are left in that car. Yeah, being very careful is a wise idea, to be honest. Just do something jump through the air. Oh, I don't know how that's got so much health. How's that got so much health? But that's taken a whole heap of it. I guess that's possibly one of like a heavily armoured option. By the looks of it, it is relatively heavily armoured. Considering, like, 18 hit points lost, considering the fall it just took, that should have lost a lot more. Admittedly, Wreckfest is sometimes a bit weird with fall damage. It doesn't always track it particularly well, for reasons. Oh, Giraffe might be dead. Giraffe is dead. I was going to say, I saw that going on, and yeah, that was not great. Has Ben lost a wheel? Valentine, well, yeah, Ben's lost a wheel as well. I thought I saw that. That's from running up on the banking too much. Yeah, how that car isn't taking more damage, I do not know. That should definitely be taking more damage than it is. Valentine does their best to sneak their way past in that. I mean, the fact that Valentine may finish on 5 health is remarkably... Oh, there's a bit of lag going on as well, not helping. It's remarkably impressive. The Hammerhead doing fairly well, and the Hammerhead is going to take a victory in this one, barring any catastrophes through this final corner. There was a big It was a big slide from the hammerhead. I mean, it's not in good condition, but it is going to be enough to take a victory. And Crusher is the victor. 3 cars will still be with him. Ben's managed to wreck their car quite heavily in the closing stages of this, and has fallen to... Oh, no, sorry, still in the second place. Is possibly going to... Is doing their best to DNF their car, and over it goes. Valentine, I have a lot of respect for managing to somehow keep that thing going. Because, yeah, I mean, you're going to get a podium by virtue of being alive at the end. 8 laps at Hellride is tough. 8 laps at Hellride is difficult. Oh, has lost, has lost some life there. Has found what's left of... See, my Volvo looks in a better condition than a lot of the cars around here. Honestly, don't quite know why my Volvo got DNF'd, because it looks like it's still got its front wheels. So I don't know why it got DNF'd there. It seems excessive, but there we go. 3 cars survive in this, and Alien is the closest with 4. Yeah, guessed at 4. No one guessed 3 in that. No one guessed lower than 4. Honestly, we've had bus races that have been less destructive than that. Eddie, thank you very much indeed for a very generous donation. A will alert to you and all that. Saying, funny number. Of course, 243 on the donation bar has got there. If it's not the Cult of 69 or 420 or something, I guess that's the next one on the list of possible funny numbers. But thank you very much for your generosity. Rogue Stag, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 11th month. A roadcast salute to you from chat. Saying, I'm part of the Broken Car Club. Oh no, not another one. Randomly doesn't start. The exhaust is held on with zip ties, as well as my front skid guard. Oh no. The FailRace Broken Car Club continues. It really does. It really does continue. Game. Yep, game's frozen. Come on. Please. I was going to go Dorito Circuit. Is it this one? No. God, I've forgotten what it's called now. I thought it began with a D, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I've actually ran around it, I have forgotten the name of it. It might be this one. Because, well, it's not really a speedway. It kind of is. Okay, it is that one. I thought it was this. Well, I thought it began with a D anyway. I haven't been here for a while. I kind of like this as a chaotic track, although it's not great, but yeah. What do I want to run is the question. I might try the rammer. Might go for the rammer for a little bit more strength. And see how it goes. Have not raced here for a very long time. Have not raced here for ages. So, yeah. I do remember this. I think I remember the trick for it. Well, I'm going to say the trick. It's not really a trick. One of the lines that I seem to remember preferring. Can't remember if it works. So we will see. For those just tuning in, I welcome you all to the stream, of course. This is an open lobby. You are more than welcome to try and join as and when spaces appear in this one. So yeah, when there are spaces, you are welcome. It is just a public session. Jump in via the server browser or whatever. Honestly, I don't think I've ever played Wreckfest outside of like filming events. I don't think I've ever played just general Wreckfest online, so I've never really used any of it. Yeah, it's a bit. I was gonna say it's a bit of a strange thing. There's some games I play that I have never played any public multiplayer. Some games that I've like, and I'm not just saying that for like general, like games that I've done many videos on that I've just never played any public multiplayer. Which is, when I think about it, it's a bit weird. Then I guess you've got things like iRacing and so on, which, sure, I'll go play. That's the main way. I end up playing that one. But like something like Wreckfest, I haven't. GTA Online, I have played it, of course, but yeah, I don't play any. I haven't played any general public session for a long, long time. Right, let's try and avoid crashing if we can. This section here, quite bumpy. Now, I'm in the lead of the race. I don't know if I want to be the one that finds out. Well, I'm not going to be the one that finds out. Yeah, if we had no luck, or if we had... Oh, bloody hell. If we didn't have bad luck, we would have no luck at all in this one. Christ. Not much I can do on that one, but there we go. Somehow we're in 5th, which suggests a lot of cars have had an accident over there. I do remember that high line through there. That one there was a useful line to take. My car has got bounced around something horrible there, but never mind. Does the jump? So you don't really want to. Yeah, the Thrasher's taking the line that I want to. Didn't quite kickflip Drake's car like I was hoping it might, but yeah. That is my preferred line anyway. Through that section is to straight line the jump. Now it is a little risky, as you saw with the Thrasher that got itself a little bit airborne in an awkward way. In that, if you get it wrong, you have a tremendous accident. You've got to aim for a very narrow little gap. Or you can get it wrong like that and end up not landing quite correctly. It's slightly fast. So basically, it's slightly faster than your alternatives, but it is risky. Use it at your own peril. We got a little bit too much oversteer through that section, which is not what we wanted. And then we got grip at a bad place, and now I cannot get my car straightened up. Bloody hell. We bottomed it out in an awkward spot, and now I can't get it turned. Can I get back up onto the circuit from here? We can. Happy days. Hello, don't mind me. We had a small issue, but it's fine. Incoming! Okay, I think maybe we need to slow it down a little bit over that section there. Might be the way to go. Apologies to the green car. No one else is looking at that. Or no one else is. A lot of cars aren't actually looking at that line particularly. Which means you occasionally just get random airborne. God, I wonder if it's got a little bit of lag going on. Because every so often I'm driving along and my car just seems to have a mind of its own, which I suspect is a little bit of lag. Yes, that's the bit you don't want to land on, so I think we're going to have to go a bit slower. Okay. Yeah, because what we're doing is we're landing. I don't know how I did it the first time. Maybe I was going slower when I approached it. We're landing on the crest of a jump, or sort of the crest of the bumps, which is bad. So we either have to go a lot faster through that section, which is, possible, or we just have a little tap on the brakes or something through there. Okay, to land like that, basically. Because I've never liked the jump across part. That's never really seemed as efficient to me, but yeah, we will see. We can go around the outside of the skyline there. Unfortunately, we are running out of laps to do too much here. We had some pace at times. I think we had a fast car, but we didn't get the jump sorted particularly well enough. We've snuck past. We kind of snuck past Giraffe, and it's not gone well. I thought we were going to fall down the edge. Can't get a reverse. Yeah, we tried to sneak past Giraffe. I mean, we did kind of sneak past Giraffe on that one. Unfortunately for us, in doing that, we just got clipped, and then we're bouncing around on the scenery, and it was just never going to go well for us there. Yeah, we did. Tried to send it, did not work, basically. Not going to be able to do it. Well, the green car has had an accident. Oh, it went too slowly. God, getting that landing right. I swear that was an easier thing to do. It used to be an easier thing to do. I don't remember having that problem taking that line in the past. And I just could not get it right. Could not get it right. Would have been better off just going for the long jump across the track, to be honest. Yeah, that was didn't go the way we wanted. Did not go the way I wanted whatsoever in that. We're off to a good start. I mean, we might have had some pace in it, but yeah, that definitely was the way. I wonder whether I've had, when I've taken that line before, we've had different varying levels of speed in our cars. So I'm used to that being the way to go, but either that car's faster or slower than other cars I've lined up for that. Yeah, don't know. Ah, well. Either way, we will move on. We will move on to... Actually, I quite like this track as well, although we will go for the reverse layout, try and save a little bit of sanity. I mean, I like this track, although I know a lot of people don't. Even the normal way round, I do quite like... even with the mad turn 1, I do quite like this circuit. What do I want to drive? I mean, I don't want any of those. You know what? We're going to give it a go. I honestly don't remember whether... I don't know whether I fixed this car or not. I know I'm meaning to rebuild it, because I think it was used for like a sumo or something, but... It was very fast. It was then used for a challenge. It was then not amazing, and I think I've rebuilt it since. I think this is the rebuilt one. Just looking at it, it's not... its strength's not a particular number, which would probably mean it's not to a specific... I will generally prefer the diffs locked up. I mean, seeing as I can do that, why not give it a tiny bit more power? Let's go for that. Oh, apparently me and Small Man have got the same idea. The Stella is pretty good, to be fair. The Stella is a pretty good car, pretty good option. So, yeah. Well, as I said, it has been... I have had a very fast one in the past, but I don't know whether this one is it or not. Alien, you're going to get a boo for that one. Alien saying it's pretty good, but not stellar. Oh, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I mean, you know it's bad that if I'm going to give you a boo and it wasn't even a donation bits or whatever. That's how you know it's really truly terrible. Right, there's going to be, hopefully, a little gap to aim the vehicle through. Okay, let's try it. Okay, if there is a gap I can fit Stella through, we will go for it. Unfortunately, we have been wiped out. Which is... Uh-oh. I saw the hammerhead end up in the wall. Oh, go Longbow, go. Did not want... I don't know how I've ended up here at this point in time. Oh god, we got bloody tagged again. Oh, this race, these races have just been... It's been I think it's been the least lucky I've been on Wreckfest in a long time. It's just, if there's even the faintest... What is going on with that balloon as well? If there's the faintest chance at some contact... it always seems to just be enough to put me in an awful position or get my car stuck and something like that. I guess we can now have a lap on our own of, well, say on our own for a little bit, see what the car can actually do. Oh, come on. There we go. Right. Let's see what might happen with the vehicle here. We're going to get alongside Core. And I'm going to pass through here. My goal was to go for a cutback, which we will do. And we will blast past, although I'm out wide. I'm on the bumps. I didn't want to stop out there. Okay, useful to know. Very bumpy out there. Didn't quite mean to push the car as hard as I actually ended up doing in the braking zone there. And we got it on very, very rough surface. Okay, that'll be us up a position as we come towards the end of lap. I come to the halfway mark in the race. Try not to spin the wheels if at all possible. Would be good. Can I chuck the car through here relatively well? It's going to slide a little bit through this section, but oh, forgot about them. That's the reason why people weren't taking that line. Forgot there were tyres there. Didn't see them, admittedly, until I had, committed to that line. That's trying to make up time in silly ways. It is a good line if there weren't indestructible tractor tyres there. Oh, sorry. Don't know why you were suddenly there, but you were apparently. Right, we've got 2 more times around the circuit. Oh jeez, and yeah, it's not great. Well, you two can fight each other over there. Good luck. Oh, there is a super van that has been eliminated. Do I either want first or second through there? I guess we're going to hope for the final lap as an opportunity to go for our fastest lap. Whether it will be the fastest lap of the race, probably not compared to the Nexus, but we will try. Small man had some, I think a small man down there had some issue going on. Right, 1 lap. I mean, we're not going to catch Giraffe unless they make a mistake, because even if we have the fastest car on the track, I don't think we're not going to do it now. God damn it, got too brave trying to just put the power down, and yeah, that got the car all upset. Honestly, how fast is the Stella, or this one? I'm not sure. It seemed pretty good. However, we had some bad luck, some overdriving, and yeah, not seeing a tyre stack is not ideal. We'll see on that time. I don't know whether we really ever got a good lap in there. I don't know. Don't know whether we got a good lap in there. I mean, it's certainly not as fast as Longbow, but I don't know whether we could have gone faster. Like, I genuinely don't know whether that was a clean lap or whether that was in traffic. I wouldn't expect to beat a Nexus around there anyway, to be fair. But, yeah. There we go. Not go the way we were hoping in that one. But, yeah. There we go. Michael the Kiwi, thank you very much for the donation. I say my broken car story. My 2004 Toyota Wish died last month. What's a Wish? I mean, I presume that is a rebrand of something that we get over here. I don't actually know. I bought a Seat, but being in New Zealand, it's hard to drive as it's a Spanish car, so it's upside down. Of course, you are upside down to the rest of us, but there we go. Anyway, do you know why sequels are always disappointing? Because number 2 is poo. Oh dear. Oh, that you're definitely getting a boo. You are definitely getting a boo for that one. You are fully deserving of your boo. Ah dear. Right, where we want to go racing. We're going to move on. We're going to move on from the poo jokes. Well, I know where we're going to go. Let's go to Kingston Oval. Sure, 10 laps. Not the oval. It will be the figure of 8. Hold on. I mean, it just needs that. There we go. That's fine. I mean, Survivors, I mean, it's not likely to be a high attrition rate in these. Do I try the Stella? Do we give it a chance? I mean, we are. Okay. I know the Ram is pretty good. We know the Hammerhead's pretty good. I guess we can run the Stella and it can give me some more information. Michael's saying that Toyota Wish is a mid-size station wagon, only sold in Japan. So I bought it as a second-hand import. Okay, I have never heard of them. I'm going to go and have a Google, because we apparently did not get. Okay, right. I've never seen one, funnily enough, but that is what it is. Okay, fair enough. Learn something new every day. We're going to go and start the race. Drake reckoning 13 finishers. Caleb 9. I mean, that would be a heavy attrition rate. Newton reckoning 9 DNFs. Tell you what, if we got 9 DNFs out of a figure of 8, that would be quite a lot. We wouldn't necessarily expect to see that many out of a bus figure of 8, but yeah, we will see. Honestly, we will see. I would expect between, if we had 12 finishers, that would probably have been a relatively high attrition round of this. That's not to say it can't happen. You do sometimes get destructive ones. Basically, what will determine whether this is a destructive race or not is if the pack gets spread out early on. If the pack stays bunched up, probably not going to be a particularly destructive race. If the pack gets strung out on lap 2, could be chaos. So that will be the not decide. Well, will be kind of the deciding factor. We'll see what happens. Of course, you could go for a strong car. I mean, there is a hearse in here that would probably be relatively tough. Limo, relatively strong. I don't know if you could build one to make it fast. I don't think you could. You might be able to. But yeah. Okay, well, it's a good spot on the grid. The thing is, though, this one here is if you lead the way, it's helpful. You know, you can run in clean air and not get involved in silly accidents. But it does mean you are the first one running into cross traffic, which is not necessarily great. Oh, I want to be a motorbike. The Stella wanted to be a motorbike quite desperately there, but we got away with it. Okay, we will say lead the way. I've not quite got the car stopped through there as I would have wanted to. The only thing is here, Valentine is going to try and shut the door. Have they done it? They have. Stella is not got well. Valentine can be the one. The field is quite spread out. Yeah, the field is quite spread out already. Should have maybe made it a bit longer than 10 laps, but it's fine. Valentine is going to be the one that's going to start running into this cross traffic. This time around, we avoid the curb. We do not kick the Stella up onto 2 wheels. This is going to be dicey. Yeah, we knew it was going to be dicey. And I got on the brakes, and we were able to dodge better than Valentine, but it does mean almost every lap now we're going to come across this traffic. Oh, Valentine's gone. Valentine got wiped out by the cross traffic. Now, I'm hoping it's going to put us in a gap, which is not too bad. Right, okay, we have found a little bit of a gap here. We've got a couple of seconds to the car behind. Okay, Giraffe waited for us. We did the silly dance on the crossover point, try to avoid crashing into each other. Alright, behind the Thrasher in front of the rest of the cars. Lombo's made it through, so Lombo is now the car chasing us down. Problem is, if you slow down too much for the crossover, you run the risk of getting caught. The Thrasher's going to go behind, and Lombo's just behind the Thrasher. That's fine. We have both survived. I mean, I think that might have got me a little bit of clean... Yeah, it's got us a clean gap now. Well, it's got us a clean gap for the moment. It's just what happens with cars being involved in crashes. Yeah, it's not going to stay that for very long, though, because we're catching up to the Thrasher and the red, like, larder thing, whatever it is. Can't remember what it's called on here. Gorby, maybe? Oh, well, I tried to stop, and Lombo just pushed us into it. I mean, if I hadn't stopped, Lombo was just going to drive into that one. Basically, I was damned if I did, damned if I do, damned if I don't on that one. If I went straight in, we get killed. If I go on the brakes, we got killed anyway. And yeah, we continue to just not get any luck in that. Lombo's very lucky they didn't get killed in that one, honestly. Oh, Skyline, I was trying to judge where to go, and the Skyline had a crash on its own. Oh, hey, Valentine, we were racing you earlier. Unfortunately, barring you can go behind the hearse, that can wipe out a car. That was Drake gone. We're now racing the Rammer for second, and as Lombo gets wiped out at the crossover point, there is nothing we can do. Oh, for God's sake. We're going to gain a place here, but we're going to lose out to Valentine, I suspect. Barring any crossover mayhem. Come on, Stella. Fight to the inside. There's going to be some leaning on Valentine. I don't want to have to brake, but I'm going to have to, because otherwise we would have smashed into that, and we lose out on a podium. We did all that work for an overtake, and we got ahead, and yeah, had I not gone on the brakes, we would have been slaughtered by that, because we were about a car length ahead. That's so frustrating. That's such a frustrating race. Such a frustrating race. Yeah. A lot of could have beens in that one, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, I think there are some cars minus wheels that aren't driving anymore. But there we go. I mean, that is a figure eight for you, of course. It is what happens sometimes. Yeah. That's at least twice we had this just sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Trying to get over the centre part. And we took the side of finishing the race, which I guess isn't too bad. 15 vehicles finished. Only one technical DNF, although there were a couple of others minus wheels that weren't actually movable. But there we go. That is that. Right. What are we going? Where are we going to head to next? Oh, haven't been here for a while. Let's go 5 laps around this one. This different sort of circuit, quite a fast circuit. We're going to try the Stella. I mean, the Stella seemed fast. I certainly couldn't fault the Stella's speed in the previous one. Just unfortunate track positioning was the was the downfall of me. We will. I guess this will probably be a better judge of how fast this car is over a race distance. Not likely to be high attrition right here. A couple of dangerous corners. Turn 1 in particular. I guess it's kind of like turn 1, turn 2. Often very, very chaotic. Probably going to be some big accidents there for cars. Probably not DNF-worthy accidents, but probably going to be some big accidents nevertheless around turn 1. Coming off the back straight as well. High-speed chicanes. The Stella doesn't seem to be too bad in terms of handling. Doesn't seem to be crazy oversteery, which I like. I am a fan. I am a fan of a little bit more planted a car. What did I do with it? Do I want to extend the gears? Maybe we extend them just a little bit for this track. In the hope... Oh, I keep forgetting that I can't... I can't fart around tuning my car while the countdown goes, basically. Will I learn? Maybe. Probably not, but like, let's be positive. Let's be positive and say maybe. You never know. What else have we got? What are we up against? There's a couple of Razors, Hammerhead RS. Cora's got the RS. I used to have a very good road cutter on PC Wreckfest, and I've never been able to make it on console. And to be fair, there's also been a lot of changes and updates to the balancing and whatnot, so probably have ended up sort of losing the losing some of the build into all of those. But yeah, never made it work quite as well on Xbox as it used to be. It used to be very fast. It used to be my go-to car, but alas, it is not anymore. Yeah, Razors seem to be a popular one. We're not quite got Gremlin class going on, but Razors definitely amongst the popular ones. We will be underway very shortly, and we will see what happens. I mean, I'd say place your bets on how many are going to finish, but I would expect 15, maybe 14 if there's a big shunt. Oh, this is a long way back. It's not really where I want to be. I mean, it is. It's where we are. There is only so much that we can do here. As we head into the first corner. You don't know, Drake, there with two cars on your inside, right? You have got to, like, you've got to be aware of that one. Came off worse wherever car was alongside me. We've come out of all of this in 8th place. I'm not sure where that car is going, other than... Oh, okay, I've gone way too quick into that corner as well. Oh, not have the grip I thought I was going to through there. Can we get on the track? We can. A little bit squiffy, but we got there. Yeah, did not have the braking or the grip performance that I was expecting from the car. That's on me. That's misremembering the circuit. There was just a shower of like turquoisey debris from behind, which makes me think something went on back there. Amazing. Going to be a gap left on the inside. That's nice and straightforward. We will move ourselves up a position, and unsurprisingly, we immediately get taken out. Right. Well, off we go. How brave can we be through this section? Stella's pretty good through there. Got to be a little bit careful. It's not likely to enjoy the bumps particularly. The bumps, probably not the cars. I'm going to be a bit careful, possibly a bit too early on the brakes through there, but after the adventures last time around, we will, yeah, play it a little bit safe. We are now safe from behind in this. We'll try and not lock the brakes up completely into here, which we do not. Curbs, again, a lot of the curbs are potentially troublesome, and oh, okay, got a little bit brave into that final corner. It's not going to work. There's a big battle going on up ahead, which we aim to join in on. Okay, that was asking. That was a fraction too much. Like, I know you've got to be brave through that turn one to make up some time, kind of send the car, if at all possible, which will make your lap time, but that was a little too much brave. Just a small bit too much brave. We are catching the group ahead, and hopefully we can, you know, join in the battle. If I don't, I mean, say if I don't do anything silly through here. if they fight each other, especially if they fight each other at turn 1, and I can be a bit greedy with track limits. Oh, the skyline has gone very wide. We will get the power down, and that'll put us up a spot. You know, make the most of what we can. Right, into turn number 1. Oh, okay. We got away with it. I mean, we were very much had wheels on the grass in a couple of places through that one. It's so like that line is a bit cheeky. It is absolutely risky as anything. It's so easy to spin the car doing that because you have got wheels on the grass and you do not want to have wheels on the grass. It's so dicey. But we've made it for another lap around, and when we are closer to Valentine here, can we look at doing anything to find a way past? I do like the Stella, I will say that much. I will say I do like the Stella. It's driving nicely. Valentine is looking for a way past here. We have arrived in the fight. Unfortunately, I can't go maximum aggression through turn 1, turn 2 section this time around because we've got, although the car in third hit the curb and has gone wide, it's going to lose 2 places in that one. What can we do about finding a way past Valentine? Can we send it somewhere for a move? There's a bit of a lock-up from the Stella through here. If we're quick through this section, we may be able to send a big dive. No, Valentine's got great straight line speed in that car. Can't do that. Can't dive it here. Oh, we've got a back marker in the way. Caused more issue for the car ahead than it did for me and Valentine. We're trying to send it to the inside. We've got good acceleration here, but it's not close enough. This corner's too fast to be really overtaking. Valentine's going to have to defend into here. Got into the back. It's going to be a drag race out of the final corner. Can't do it. It's so close, but I can't do it. Oh, good race. Really, really good race. Yeah, we had decent pace. Pleased with that one. Just Valentine had a bit too much straight line speed. Possibly the best overtaking spot we were going to get was at the end of the long straight, but I was just never close enough. Just couldn't quite find a way past. Valentine say one more lap. Yeah, maybe one more lap could have done it. Would have been really close. Would have been really, really close. It would have still been tough to pass with the long straights, pretty much. But yeah, no, I was pleased enough with that car. I definitely think we're not going to match a Raiden, but we never are. Like the Raidens are stupid fast. So yeah, unlikely to happen. But yeah, in too much of a bad start for us in that one. We fought back however we could. Shall we go to... Let's go to Bonebreaker, sure. Well, we'll stick with B-Class. What do we want here? It is a really good question. Do you go for something fast? I mean, I can go for the Rammer as just my intermediary. Pretty fast, pretty strong. Actually, no, what's my B-weight? I guess the Grand Duke would be the B-weight heavyweight that we have. Which I just can't imagine. I can't imagine a heavy enough attrition rate to need a Grand Duke. Now, I might regret that. We saw what happened at Hellride, and I've been using it. Might have been the way to go. But, yeah. How many laps do we want? 8? Let's maybe go 10. Yeah, any innovator saying this track looks more chaos than it actually is. I feel like Bonebreaker is a little bit like Crash Alley. It's one of these. This can end up chaotic, and this certainly can end up a bit more chaotic depending on what happens. This is another one, if the pack stays close together, and the pack knows what it's doing, it's not particularly chaotic, because the fastest way around the track is to not cross over in the middle, is to jump and then go the side that you jumped from, right? So while there is a potential, and after a little while, if the pack spreads out, you end up jumping into the oncoming stuff. I think that's the... if the pack is close together and knows what it's doing, this track is not very chaotic at all. If the pack gets spread out, even if they know what it's doing, can be really chaotic. If pack doesn't know what it's doing and gets spread out, that's when you get real chaos. Or if it doesn't get organised quickly. The filming crew, I believe the Marvel Rivals had an update today, and the filming crew are playing that. So that's why we haven't got the filming crew here. Well, I don't want to be anywhere near the bus, that's for sure. Bus won't be fast necessarily, but yeah, we'll probably be quite strong. Oh, that's a lot of understeer. And we've eaten a lot of tyres. Funnily enough, tyres did not help with turning there. Okay, we got the car sideways, and that's not ideal, but there we go. And I've locked the brakes up massively. Okay, we drive a little bit differently to the Stella. Let's remember that one. We are 4 wide across the jump, so the pack is close together to start with. This has got some top end to it, which is good. It's much easier, as we've seen time and time again with Forza and stuff. It's much easier overtaking cars in a straight line than it is in the twisty stuff if you can just power past them. Well, I'm going to go and duck underneath both of you, and that'll be us back. Yeah, the other rammer has not quite figured out. The slightly more efficient way to do it is to not cross over. It's just much easier to do that, to sort of land and carry on your side. You are just less likely to get into a crash, pretty much. They have now figured it out. And you're less likely to run into oncoming stuff. They changed their mind in that one. There's a big tussle going on there between the leaders. We will slot the car in there. Boofy's in the middle of that, which is not ideal for them. How on earth did we all escape that? We got away with it. Zombies fallen over. The car to the inside. God, how that Thrasher got through everyone there is a miracle. That it didn't end in a massive accident. We will now be to the inside down here. The limo DNF'd in the outside. So Boofy's taking the really tight line. Now you can do that. The downside of that is you just have no speed on the exit, which is what happened. Although if we're fighting other cars, that no speed on the exit isn't so bad, because me and Border were too busy fighting one another. We're sliding around on the outside here. We're having a good little battle with this group. The Thrasher's in trouble, but that's fine. Now we will kind of cover the inside a little bit. A lot of understeer for me there. Hoping we can straighten the car up and fire it off the corner, which we do get. Right. There are some cars, there are now starting to be some DNFs. There's a Thrasher out in the middle of the circuit. The black car is chucking itself a little bit more into the turns, which is fine. Gave us a little nudge, nothing particularly serious through there. I'm trying to take a more sort of straightforward way through here. I'm really struggling with understeer on this at the moment. It's just not really wanting to turn in. But we are fast enough on the acceleration that it's not too bad. We managed to dodge any onrushing stuff. We seem to have lost... the black car seems to have vanished. So that gives me a little bit of time. God, I'm really struggling with understeer on this car. Christ. I don't know why it feels like it's super understeery in this race. But there we go. The saving grace for it is it's very fast. It's got great traction, so it's fast accelerating out of these corners. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Valentine will now draw alongside in this. Alright, come on. Come on, Rammer. We were taking avoiding action of Giraffe, and I'm pretty sure it was Cora through all of that. Valentine has gone the other side now. Right. Come Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's really close between me and Valentine here. It is really close. Oh, and then it's gone wrong. And then it's gone wrong again. And then it's gone wrong some more. Oh. God damn it. I don't know why that car was there where we landed, but honestly, not sorry. It's a battle bus. My sympathies are minimal. I think Valentine has now hit the wreck of the car I landed on that has now dropped them back. Oh. Come on. Come on. There we go. Just cannot get the car to turn in. But I don't know whether the car we hit was down on 3 wheels. Possibly. Not sure. Did not really see what happened. Oh, God. It's not wanting... This doesn't want to turn. It feels like someone's disconnected my steering on this one. It's absolutely shocking. Yeah, it really, really doesn't feel like it wants to turn. Should have got the Stella. I'm starting to just chuck it around on the handbrake because I just cannot get the front end to behave. Unfortunately, it is going to be... Well, it's going to be a 4th place. I mean, a 4th is a 4th, but yeah... That is not ideal. That is not ideal at all. Border will take the victory, though. We had a really good race. We had a really good race for a while. It was very, very good fun. And yeah, and then it went just a bit wrong, and then it went wrong for Valentine about a lap later. So yeah, that is the way that it goes. That is the way that it goes sometimes. Now, before we go into the next race, I'm just going to nip to the loo. So I will put Eve in charge. Eve? Oh, Dagon's here as well. Okay, Dagon's awake. So, Dagon, you're in charge for a minute. Okay? That's a scary prospect for us all, but I shall be back in a second. Right, I am back. Dagon hasn't broken things. So, pleasantly surprised at the lack of broken things. In fact, I have come back and Dagon has immediately wandered off. She did not take her responsibilities very seriously. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Dagon not taking responsibilities? God dear. Right, let's go to this interesting circuit. I'm gonna stick with the buggy, to be honest. The buggy is pretty good. Don't know whether it'll work quite so well at this track. This track's probably a bit fast for it, but yeah, we'll give it a go rather than the sea of gremlins. Can we get, to be fair, can we go through a race without horrific luck? That is the question. That is the question. This is a big question. Maybe that's the one. That's the one we should be should be asking, will I get terrible luck or not? We shall see. Well, it's not as many gremlins as last time. It's plenty. There's plenty. There are a few more other things along the way. Good luck with your lawnmower. I'm not sure it's going to go astonishingly well, but you can try. Yeah. Probably not the track for a lawnmower. Okay, I think we're all ready. Yep. We are all good to go. Nice spot on the grid. Okay, well we know the Firefly is pretty quick. Probably not the fastest in a straight line, but we know it'll be very good in the corners. I know Carmen's very quick, so I'm not really expecting to compete with that. Oh, I turned in too soon. I turned in too soon on that one. Did not know where the track went. Admittedly, was distracted by a moron, slightly, but I turned into where I thought the apex was going to be, and it was not there. So, yeah, that was not ideal. That was not ideal, and I caused absolute chaos back there. Oh, just saw the Firefly take a curious line. It's not quite where he's supposed to go, but, you know, it worked, it survived. We are out the other side in one piece for now. Can we do anything up here? Oh. I mean, would appreciate the... Well, say not being dive bombed, to be fair. Oh, never mind, you've gone and visited the scenery, so that's all good. That's all good. We will go side by side. This is a really difficult place to go side by side. Yeah, I gave Small Man as much space as I could through there because I knew what was... I think it was Small Man. I knew what was going to happen. I knew that section. I knew what happens on that part of the circuit, and it was just a... give all the room we could, and in the end, yeah, Small Man just overdrove it, and so it's very tough going side by side through that section. Very rarely is it successful. It was a good attempt, but yeah, you just carry too much speed on the way in. You're going to be in trouble down there. Right, what can we do through here? So the reason why I'm kind of trying to stick out wide here is to do that through the final corner, and sure enough, we will move up a position. We've got a good run down here. I'm not sure we're going to be close enough to really do anything into the first corner. We are not. Can we have a look? If we can get round... Whoa, no, don't go around the outside. Don't go around the outside of the car's going to get chucked around like that. We can try and cut back for the exit, and it's another one on the dirt through there. But that's two now we've watched how, admittedly, Small Man's crash was significantly bigger than that one, but still, was... Sometimes you can just tell. You can just tell when someone's having an accident there, or going to have an accident on that section, because the way their car is set up for the run down the hill is obvious. They're just not going to quite have the grip. And that one there, yeah. This is especially if you hit the inside bank down here. That's when you're really in trouble, and you can lose a whole heap of time, which we thankfully have not so far. If those two fight each other any harder, there's a podium potential here, as the buggy is absolutely flat. I do like this car. I generally don't run it too much because it is a bit OP in C-Class, or at least it used to be. I generally don't run it, but I've had such a bad evening of luck that I am now running the slightly OP buggy. Oh. No, Valentine's got it right through there. We have caught, but I think it's going to be too little. Too late, although that's gone very wide. That's gone very wide. And sure enough, ran out of time to quite catch them. But yeah, it's just the rocket ending up out wide and smacking the wall is a bit of a gifted one. We were very, very fast. I mean, Karma was about the same speed as us in that one. We had probably one good lap in the middle of that one. The buggy was very nice. Honestly, the buggy was lovely to drive. But yeah, I will take it. I will take it. It's a little bit of a gifted podium. But we were admittedly catching one more lap, and we would have definitely been involved in the fight. Silly error by me at the start. Cost me a chance at a victory in that one, to be honest. Just through all the smoke and debris and chaos, I just missed where the apex was and turned in too soon. So there we go. But yeah, Smallman had a tremendous crash trying to go side by side with me through that section. It's really easily done. I've had big crashes on that part as well, to be fair. It just happens. But yeah, it was an entertaining one, that is for sure. Where do we want to go? No, I don't think we've been to... Oh god, I've got to try and remember now. This one? Wasn't this one, but we'll go here. I was trying to remember the name of the circuit I liked, but this one here will do. Because why not? We'll go 8 laps because it's quite a short lap. Norfolk Ring is still a fun circuit, this. Challenging circuit, narrow and twisty. Patrician RS, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 7th month. A road car salute to you from chat. Thank you very much indeed for the will continue support for 7 months of support. So resub for podium. Oh well, thank you. I'll have to get some more. We'll have to continue getting podiums. We'll go for that one. I can hear. Yep, thought I could hear it. Dagon is under the sofa playing with the track that we have. Because, yeah, I put it. I've said it before, but in case you haven't heard, I have this. It's like a track with a ball on it with a plastic cover. Okay, cats love it because there's little holes in the plastic covers, so the cats can bat the balls around and chase it. Right, they love it. However, I can't leave it out in here if I have the dog in here because Apollo will play with it, and that's a problem because he doesn't play gently. He will break things. So every time the dog comes up here, I have to push the track under the sofa so that it doesn't get broken. Doesn't stop Dagon, despite the fact that it's. I mean, there's not much space between the sofa and the track. Dagon still loves it to the point where I don't often bring it. Bother moving it out from under the sofa because Dagon will happily play with it under the sofa, and then I don't have to remember when the dog comes up. So, you know. Yeah, it's a good little system, and Eve is currently just sat watching. Eve is apparently on supervising duty, but sure. What could go wrong? Ooh, I don't think I want to be in the middle, but whether I want to be or not doesn't matter. This is where we are going to be. It's going to be a very busy first section now. Uh-oh, no. Oh, me and Karma are going to go through the tyres. I mean, yeah, it wasn't great. There wasn't a huge amount of room. And the problem with that is you can't back out of it, because you back out of it, you're going to get run over from behind. Oh, you wanted to go this way. I didn't, but never mind. Oh, I mean, you know, I would have appreciated a little bit more space on that one. So, yeah. I think I've lost, I lost my front wheel, so I'll put you in a tyre bundle. Well, we're out. Yeah, well, I mean, you got what you deserved, but my race was over anyway. We are actually completely eliminated. Yeah. I can't actually... I'm trying to even move my car out of the way here, but I can't actually move it I'm literally stuck on the racing line. I apologise. I'm really trying. Got nothing. Sorry. Yeah, I can't move. Okay, well, I've moved now. It's fine. Well, that works. That works. Again, could have been a fun race. Probably would have been a fun race against Karma, but, you know, what can you do? Oh, well. Cora also not having a great time, it would seem. Just, yeah, that's... Oh, hello, Dagon. How are you doing? Just suddenly had a cat jump up onto the armrest of the chair. What is the running order? I'm going to presume... There we go. Okay, so yeah, it is Karma leading Giraffe. Now, we know the Firefly is relatively quick in that one. Hey, Dagon, you are just doing laps. What do you want? You're going to meow down the microphone and give us some of your commentary? Yeah? No? Just going to look at me. Have you finished chasing the ball around the circuit? Is that what you've done? Possibly. And I think she wants attention. I think that's normally. She's not quite as cuddly a cat as Eve, who is by far and away the most cuddly of cats. But every so often, she's just there wanting some fuss, wanting some attention. And that is the current game. No, you can't chase the shadows. The shadows are not to be chased. Well, you can try. You won't catch them, but you know. So I can't really get to the controller. I've got a cat in the way. What have we got in terms of interesting on-track battles? Because you unfortunately cannot see the cat. Oh, she's kind of sat herself, half on my leg, half on the arm of the chair. Yeah? You comfy there? It's a new one. I can't say I've seen you do that one before, but there we go. It is rather hectic. Oh, and it looks like Giraffe has fallen down the order a little bit in all of this. Did not see what... Oh no, don't tell me. I know what you're going to think, Dagon. We're playing Wreckfest, which means Dagon is going to sit in front of the screen. What is it with this game that makes you like sitting in front of the screen so much? You never do this with any other game. Come to think of it, in the grand scheme of all the streams I've ever done, outside from when I just got you, I've not seen you sit in front of the screen for anything other than Wreckfest. You strange cat. Very, very strange cat. I mean, very cute cat, but very, very strange. What was going on back here? I thought there was a battle going on over third place, but no, it's a little bit more spread out. It's more the battle for fourth. It's more whether Valentine can find a way past Giraffe or not, which maybe. I mean, the curbs through there always look a little bit dicey. I never trust them. I never trust the curbs through that section. And that's a very big slide. Oh, that's a bit too much of a slide. I mean, it was spectacular, but it was not ideal. Oh, and they've got a three-wheeled car in the way. Dagon is currently watching the mini-map. She's fascinated by the moving and spinning mini-map and the dots on it and all of that. Oh, Giraffe. Oh, he just held on. Thankfully, you crashed on the apex of the corner. Not to put any pressure on you at all or anything like that, you know. But I think it's going to be fourth place for the Firefly. Valentine wasn't particularly quick through that section. As long as the Firefly doesn't have a terrible moment through the final corner, which it did not, it will be a fourth place for the Firefly. It did pump the wall on the way after the finish line, but that's fine. That's all good. But there we go. That was a thing. That was a thing. I mean, we were immediately killed. So, yeah. Shame. Whether we could have matched Carl for pace, I don't know. I think the buggy would have been quick there. But we will never know. The downside of the buggy is it's squishy, and yeah, we were just unlucky that it lost a wheel early on. Alright, Dagon, are you going to sit in front of the screen while we do motorhome racing? Possibly? We will see. Oh, now you're watching the arrows move. That feels dangerous. That feels dangerous. Now, we want... It's not that one. It's that one, I think. Let's go 10 laps. Okay, host's car. We will start off with some figure of 8 motorhome racing. If I can see, where is the motorhome? There is the motorhome. Right, Dagon, are you going to behave? Possibly. We will see. Oh, Tyler, do not worry about the wrecking my car. I had 2 wheels and physically couldn't move. I was trying to get my car out of the way. Someone was always going to wreck it because I was literally on the racing line. So, yeah, I physically couldn't move my car and I was stuck on the racing line. It's like the worst combination. A very fast part of the circuit as well. So, yeah, it was never going to end any other way. Honestly, I'm surprised you managed to get away without having more time loss, pretty much. So yeah, not much could be done on that one. Shelley, thank you very much for the donation. So where do canines park their cars? In the barking lot. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. That is going to be a boo to you from me, from chat. Dagon? No, Dagon is just fascinated by the screen. Cool. Apparently, I get a pass from Dagon. Dagon is not so interested in terrible puns as Dagon is watching. Well, I mean, not much at the moment. I feel like I might have to, for science, see if it really is Wreckfest that Dagon loves. If you are, I'm going to warn you all now. If you are to the left of me, I may or may not be able to see your vehicle. Oh dear, there's a motorhome already fallen over. So where border is, I can... Okay, I don't think Dagon's going to take up too... Because we're in motorhomes, they're big enough that they can't really hide behind a little cat. So, yeah. We will potentially get away with that. Oh, there goes the leader. Yeah, these things fall over quite easily if you hit the... Dagon, put the paw away. You cannot bat at the motorhome. I feel like you should have learnt this by now, but I'm going to tell you again. You cannot bat at the motorhomes as they race around here. We'll see if she listens. I'm going to go with probably not. God, that big gaggle of vehicles is a concerning one. Also, I've got really long gears in this, which is not great for... oh, okay, actually, that's slightly better for me, because it means there's now a gap I can put my vehicle in for the crossover points. Oh, it's not really going to last very long. Oh. Okay, we are through that mess. But it is not ideal. Okay, no, the gap's still there. The gap is there where we want it to be. God, we're just in second gear the whole time. Which, I mean... go behind, go behind, go behind. That's fine. There is another falling over. So many falling over motorhomes. The gap's not appearing. Out of a big lift. Oh, and there's another one gone. I don't remember the motorhomes falling over this easily, but it's a very fail-racy race. I'm going to have to back off there. Yeah, Giraffe is going to have to do the same. Unfortunately, it has allowed Karma to catch up, but we didn't really have another choice. I think we said, oh no. Sorry, Giraffe. There was a Cora in the middle of everywhere there, and my attempts to bail so we didn't crash into Cora, unfortunately, led to us ending up crashing into Giraffe there. We've had a much better run through that section. This has been absolute chaos with motorhomes falling over. Just the track is littered by upside-down motorhomes around this one. Do not hit the apex completely. Like the second gear is kind of, like my gearing kind of works. Oh, okay. Well, those two have managed to bump it. It works in a silly, weird way, and I'm not sure it's the most efficient, but it is at least working. There is going to be a gap there. Oh, okay, that was maybe a little bit rude. That was more worried about getting clattered from behind there, as we are going to have to try and fend off Karma for one more lap. Dagon is still perched directly in front of us. Oh, okay, well the pink vehicle stopped. Like we brake checked Karma, but we kind of had to, because it was either that or we go into the wrecks. Karma's desperately trying to fall over through all of this. We are still on the inside. We can force Karma the long way round, and I don't know if we won. That was a little bit cheating. Or not cheating, that was a little bit cheesy, but we were technically on the inside. So basically what I did is because the final corner is a curve, the finish line is on a curve, we sort of went straight. That was so basically made it so that Karma couldn't turn in. It is the advantage of being on that line. Yeah, that was quite a lot cheesy on that one. But yeah, God, we actually got away without getting completely screwed on the crossover. I do apologise I apologise to Giraffe. there was a motorhome directly in front, and yeah, they gone. Poor. She loves the motorhomes. She absolutely loves the motorhomes at the moment. Can you not? And can you get off the keyboard? Because that keyboard is connected to the Xbox. So just pause off. There we go. Good kitten. If you can not. There we go. You can sit and you are more than welcome to sit and watch. You just don't sit on the keyboard, because knowing my luck, you'll press like the down arrow key and I'll suddenly have full brakes at an inopportune moment. Okay. You've had enough for now. Where are we going to go? I mean, Deathloop is always fun. Sure. Deathloop with motorhomes. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. There wasn't a message with it, but thank you. Tis much appreciated indeed. Shelley, thank you for the donation. Saying, why are kittens excellent bosses? They have great littership. Oh, dearie me. You're going to get another boo. You are going to get another boo from me and from chat. Not from Dagon, because Dagon's wandered off, but definitely from me and from chat. Drake, thank you bits. Saying, XT, what crackers for that cheese? Yeah, I'll take some. I do like, cheese and biscuits is a good way to go. Lil Goth, thank you the bits. So Wallace and Gromit's rocket has just landed on that cheese. Yeah, I mean it was very much a sneaky. It was not an illegal move. It was just a sneaky move. With where we had ourselves positioned. It was a good race though. It was a good race with Giraffe. It was a good race with Karma. I think there's a lot of people. To be fair, even I didn't realise how easy those motorhomes are going to flip over. This is what we said before. Like the figure of 8 races, if the pack gets spread out early on, become absolutely chaotic. And because a lot of those fell over, the pack got spread out, and it was absolutely chaotic. So yeah, that made things interesting. Here, God knows. They will make the loop. They will be faster taking the loop. I know. I'm pretty sure I have long gears in this to help it with the. Oh! I think we got ourselves hooked on Karma's rear bumper there. Oh dear! That's not going to go well for me. We're fine. We've got away. We've got through it all. I mean, we probably want a higher line here for a good momentum on the exit, but I am many concern Make sure you get the downshift at a good point here. I think Cora may have fallen. Nope. Cora's not fallen off. Whoa! Drake has fallen over and chaos has reigned. Not 100% sure how and why Drake's fell over, but it was mighty impressive, however and why ever it did. Now, we are going to chuck it through turn 1. Turn 1 is actually quite quick on this circuit, I think. Faster than Kaiser realised there. Yeah, you really don't have to brake very much into turn 1. Oh, that's a mess. That's a really big mess. Yeah, Border made a very wise choice not to try and take the loop there. They'd never have made it through. So, oh, it's fine. I mean, as you can see, that's a good example of why, you know, you do want to take the loop if at all possible. You know, you really don't want to be missing the loop if you don't have to. Oh, Border's had a really bad lap. Poor Border. They've just got stuck with nowhere to go. We are 3 wide through turn 1, and it's miraculously well 3 wide through turn 1. Small man leading the way. Oh. Okay, well, did not expect there to be. That is very unfortunate for Karma. Uh-oh. That's fine. Did not expect a 3-wheeled motorhome there. I was much busy looking at my own battle, not looking at the landing zone. And Karma was, yeah, just very unlucky. And they got caught in that one. Now, what can we do here? Small man's gone a bit wide. There's going to be a vehicle to the inside. I'm hoping we can go behind that lot and in front of that one, but we could not. Damn it, and blast. And I think Karma's snuck through. Oh, Small man's caught on a wreck. So, yeah, I saw the jump, and I was hoping that we could jump in, go behind the first car and in front of, I'm presuming it was Cora in the pink. I couldn't quite. We were very close to making it work, but we did not. And a lot of us got tangled up in that from Small man. And, oh, damn, that was a nice line through there. Oh, no. It's a spinner. I'm not going to make it. I don't want to have to bail on that, but as they tried to recover, yeah, I mean, they clipped the back of us, and no other choice but to bail on that one. Oh! God damn it. That's cost me probably more than it did Karma on that front. Bloody hell. But it has actually been quite a chaotic death loop, and in different ways than normal as well. It isn't just stuff falling off the loop. The actual rest of it. Oh, what happened to Karma? Why's that got reset back there? No idea. Something's happened. We're not actually, astonishingly, we are not far away from the lead. I can't believe I'm saying that after the race we have had here, because it has been remarkably wacky. There goes the leader. I mean, we were joking about Border having a terrible time, but they've actually come through all of this better than a lot of the rest of us. Well, that's in a very annoying place, but, you know, what can you do? We've got one more lap to go to see if we can find a way past into second place. Will any terrible luck befall our leader? I don't know, but, oh, I've sent that quite hard through turn 1. I wanted to push it harder, but then I was slightly worried about falling over in that one, but we got away with it. We will try and jump to the inside of the pink vehicle. Come on, hook up through the bank's corner, which it did very nicely. Oh no! Bloody hell, that was close! Oh, come on, motorhome. Get out the other side quite nicely. Oh, didn't realise there was a wreck there. No. Okay, I think if I should have stayed on the power there, to be honest. That was me, an abundance of caution through there. Couldn't do it. Oh, Karma's wrecked on the wreck by the looks of it. And we are going to end up as a podium, honestly, with that race, with how that race went. Jeez, that was a huge rate of attrition in that one. Well done, Border, taking victory, to be honest. I thought you'd got very unlucky and were out of it, but nope. It turns out you were in the right place at the right time. All we could manage was third in that one. There are a couple of Alatanes still limping around But yeah, seven vehicles were running at the end, and Charles got 7. I think that is the only one that guessed the correct one. So there we go. Yeah, that's quite a heavy rate of attrition for the Deathloop. They're not normally as bad as the buses, but there we go. It's good fun though. That was a good race. Gutted I couldn't quite make that one work, but yeah, we just got caught in that after loop jump section just awfully. But alas, that is how it goes. That is how it goes sometimes. Right, where do we want to go? I mean, it's going to be time. I don't know whether we've done this before. As we head towards the climax of the stream, it is naturally time to get the buses. Wrecknado with buses. I honestly don't know. We must have done this at some point. I can't remember, but we must have done this at some point. Do I want... The gears are really long in this. There is a reason for that, but that's more Hellride related. It'd probably work here. Oh, wonderful folks of chat. Do place your bets. Place your bets on how many vehicles are going to finish this one. I can't imagine it's going to be many. I say that. I can't imagine it's going to be many. Wrecknado sometimes isn't as bad as you think. So there are a variety of guesses. Tie-dye Reckoning. Those 4 reckon 9 buses finished on that occasion. Yeah, that's probably not the worst of guesses for 9 buses. Patrician's reckoning 3. If we get down to 3 finishing, I would be surprised. It's not impossible. I mean, we said Hellride. We've only ever had it once where no one's finished, and admittedly that was kind of intentional because Ninetales was the last one running and crashed intentionally, I think. But we have had races with 2 finishing. Could happen here. I'm possibly in the safest place in many ways. Normally you'd be sad to start at the back of the grid, but honestly in this race I'm not sad. I'm A-okay with this as the vehicles will spread out, because it means I'm likely to not be involved in the crossover mess first time. Now it puts me further back, puts me further away from the lead, sure, but I'm not involved in that. I think there was some checking up going on. There's going to be a gap to try and push through there. I mean, all future laps I'm now going to be in the thick of it, but we avoid the worst of the chaos from the off. Now, I'm going to suspect the majority are going to go this way. They are. The lead 2 have gone different ways, so they could end up getting tangled. I think I do want 2nd gear, and by the looks of it, they have. Oh dear. I'm going to just hope that Dan takes most of that hit, and does. Like there was nothing I could do to dodge that one at the time when I saw the bus was there, and it was just hope the vehicle I was alongside would take the hit, and it did. It has taken a bit of a chunk out of the corner of my bus, but that's fine. I can live without that. Right, use the banking here to get a great slingshot off the corner, which we will. Oh crap. We are going to take a chunk out of that one. Oh, I thought we were going to hit the side of it. Didn't think we were going to... Oh, we lost a wheel anyway. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be enough in front of it to actually hit it fully. Wasn't worried about hitting the side of it. Yeah, the difficulty with Wrecknado is you're in the air when you kind of see what's coming towards you, and at that point then you can't change your mind. Like you can't... Oh, there's nothing you can do. You're kind of committed, and you just hope that you're going to come off better. Had I hit slightly further back, I think we would have been fine in that crash, but we did not. Oh dear. Yeah, if we hit more like that, we would have probably been fine. Because... oh no. Yep, we are a very broken bus now. Hello, I have very little health. I have I've got to try and stay. We've got half a race to go. I feel like the chances of me managing to now stay out of trouble for the remainder of this race are not good. Ah! The leaders are here. I do not want to be involved. I am not involved in your race. Please spare me. I will keep out of the way, like I have little intention. I have little intention of being involved in any of this. My goal is now to survive until the end, because you know any buses that now go out, I will overtake. Oh. Okay, well that did more damage to me than I wanted it to, because well now we're on 2 life. Oh, this doesn't feel good. This does not feel good. Because, yeah, we can end up damaging ourselves on the wrecks. We can damage ourselves on the floor, but I have to take the jump to complete the circuit. There's no other way around. I'm just going to stay well out of the way here. Yeah, if you want to go past, please do. I am a broken bus. Although everyone has mostly... oh, no. Oh, we made it through. We made it through. So everyone has, on the most part, sort of got to the same side. Oh, I don't steer very well. I do apologise. By the looks of it, Giraffe may have fallen over. Uh-oh. Oh, I couldn't stop because I was on my side. I landed and was skidding along on my side, and I was on the brakes, and it didn't matter because nothing was going to stop it. It was just skidding along. Amazing. I mean, it was pretty dead at that point anyway. Well, it looks like 9 are going to finish. It was going to be 12, and then a bunch went out on the final lap of the race. Or I don't know how many laps down they were. But it does look like 9 are going to finish. Which no one on YouTube guessed. Did anyone? One Frenchman guessed 9 on there. So there. In fact, it turns out that Tie-Dye saying 9 survived last time is exactly how many survived. Oh no, 8 survived. Someone else DNF'd. 8 survived. Which instead, Cora guessed 8. In fact, a lot more people guessed 8. Cora guessed 8. John guessed 8. Hawk guessed 8. So yeah, 8 was a good guess. JB94, thank you very much for the super chat, saying I missed the party once again. Have I missed the buses at Hellride? You have not. No, you have not guessed. Not missed the buses at Hellride. They are coming up shortly. First, the buses we've gone around Wrecknado. Then they must complete the arduous death loop. Now, the buses can do the loop. The buses are faster at the loop. What I might do is I'm going to put my gear ratio down a little bit. The gear ratios were fine at the previous track, but here gear ratios are very important. Now, I will say this for everyone who may not have seen this or may not have done this before. The buses 100% can make the loop. There are some caveats to it. To make the loop, you have got to have a pretty much clean run from the hairpin all the way to the loop. You've got to get your downshift relatively well as you go round the loop, because as soon as you go a little bit too slow, you will fall off. The buses are very marginal on speed. That means if you are approaching the loop and you get nudged, you get pushed away, you get slowed down, you get hit, honestly, you want to bail. While the loop, I'm not going to sit here and say you must take the loop because, well, you want to. The loop is faster. But to take the loop, you have got to be lined up pretty perfectly. You've got to have a good run out of the hairpin. Anything less than that, and you will fall off the loop and you will probably wreck. If you aren't out completely, you will probably be down to 3 wheels and very slow. So, I'm going to give you all a warning, and yeah, we will see. We will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Again, wonderful folks of chat, of various chats. Place your bets on how many are going to finish this. Sometimes quite a few, sometimes very few. This is a tough one. Drake, also, thank you very much for the gifted sub. A rolled car. Salute to you from chat. We are off, and we are underway here. I mean, outside line here can be dangerous. We get round to turn number 1. This is another one I'm not too fussed about being all the way at the back of the field. Now, unfortunately, the thing I have got to contend with here is we're going to be on a tight line, which means I'm not sure my acceleration is good enough here. I'm not sure we're going to make it around the loop. Oh, we do just. Someone fell off. Oh, I mean... How? Me and Small Man, I don't think it actually mattered. I think it was completely irrelevant to us with how that went, because the fact that I lost speed didn't matter. The loop got completely blocked anyway. Buses did fall off the loop there. So me and Small Man missed it, and I think Cora maybe. I say I missed it. I've had to reset. Plus point for me is I have a full complement of wheels. Now there is at least 4 buses down, I think. 4 buses eliminated on the loop. And the real question will be, is there a clean line? Looks like that at least some of the buses are trying, although I'm not sure there's a clean line anymore, because I've just seen one fall off. Oh, that was close. Thank you, Rickert, for seeing last second an orange bus flying towards you. Oh god, that green bus is not going to make it. There is definitely a line for a bus to go down here. Okay, the green bus did make it, which really surprises me. I felt for sure that was going to... Oh, it does have all its wheels, so... Does it have all its wheels? I think it does. I mean, it's broken. I mean, well... I'm not going to lie. You got what you deserved there. Like, I'm alongside, you turned across me, and you had 1 hit point. What did you think was going to happen? Oh, dear. That's... Oh, can I? Okay, I can make it. That bus there reset out of the way. Oh, no! Oh. 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 Well, we're not going there. There was a gap. We aimed for the gap, and then someone fell down, and that was the end of that. We're down to 7 buses still running. Oh, don't want that one. Cora has caught up a little bit through there. I mean, we are miles down on the leaders. Honestly, at this point, we're just hoping the leaders like crash out, but I think that might be the leader there. There's almost a lap up on us. This has just not been a good. It's not been a good time at us at the death loop. Through, say, largely no fault of my own. We've had buses falling on the loop, have scuppered us multiple times now. Oh crap! Oh, I was already committed in the air at the point, and yeah, that's never good. Oh no! I've seen what's happening in the loop. There's no way I'm getting through there. I saw, I think it was Valentine, got stuck, and you can see what happens to Cora, hence why I bailed on it. I saw the loop getting blocked, and it was just never going to work. So, thankfully, we made the right choice. Cora has survived, astonishingly, survived that one, but more often than not, you will DNF doing that. We're not going to win because Giraffe, I think, is going to take victory this lap around. Is the loop clear? I mean, can we catch Zombie, who has been on 3 wheels for a while now? Alright, throttle up through there. Zombie is going to have to avoid... No, there's not a clear line. There's definitely not a clear line through there. You're not making that. Because what you could do... If you could make it... If I thought I could make it, I 100% would, because it gives me a better chance of passing Zombie. But if you could do it, you'd have to do it. You'd have to push one of the buses out of the way. I think Valetane's tried it, but I don't know if it worked. It might have worked for Valetane. We're not quite going to catch Zombie. Oh no, we've got another lap to go. Of course, because we're not on the same lap as the leaders. I thought that was the final lap for us, but it's not. In fact, we're up to second now by virtue of everyone else is having wrecked out of the race. Is there a line? I mean, I don't know where Border is. Oh, good lord. Yeah, you're not going through there. Border has won the race. We are going to come home in a second place here. The loop is completely blocked. It is now impassable. Valetane managing to get through the loop last lap around was quite impressive, but no one is doing it this time. It is not happening. I reckon it might only be the 4 of us still going, to be fair. I don't know if there's any more than 4 running around the circuit. I mean, we finished in remarkably good condition, considering, yeah, 5. Cora is still going. Oh, God. Banana Bus over there is still going on 3 hit points and 3 wheels. Cora is still moving. You can see where it landed on the roof from falling off of the loop. Yeah. I think me and Border had some pretty good condition buses by the end of that. It was honestly quite impressive. Who guessed 4? Christian Sweden guessed 4. Joshua guessed 4. Mikey Chaos guessed 4. I think those are the winners from this one. Oh, and... oh, sorry, it's 5. I'm a blind idiot. Who guessed 5? Hawk guessed 5 again, as did Tare. As did some either Japanese or Chinese characters that I have no idea what they say. Sorry. Patrician also guessed 5. So yeah, some good guesses. Some good guesses in that one. Well done. Right, it is that time. It is that time. The toughest challenge. One of the FailRace Grand Slam events. Hellride with buses. Now, the rules for this one are simple. You must take the jump. You are only allowed to avoid the jump if... oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You're only allowed to avoid the jump if you physically can't, if you're pushed off, if the jump is blocked. Now, I will recommend, it's up to you whether you want to choose to listen to me or not, I would recommend you max out the gear ratios. The reason is very simple. The main jump from one direction, you will want to have maxed gears, otherwise you will land very awkwardly. Now, I'm going to tell everybody this. Everyone has got a fair chance to do this. But, yeah, you will want max length gear ratios. You can do it, you know, normally. But if... but you have to be very careful with the landing if you are going for that option. You will have to brake because you will not jump far enough. So, yeah. We will see with this. I mean, we have seen... I think we've seen 12 survive Hellride before with buses. However, we've also seen very, very few. So it is up to you. Daniel, you want maximum long gears. You want the longest gear ratio possible for this. Hey, Dagon. You're back. You're back for attention. How is it going? Yeah, you just want some fuss. That's fine. You can have some fuss. You're being very cute. And if you sit on the armrest of the chair, you're not in the way of the screen. So that's fine. Core, I think it's saying Hellride with buses, Tubes of Despair with vans, and what make up the FailRace Triple Crown. Yeah, I've never decided what the third one is. Hellride with buses, absolutely, 100% has to be the FailRace Triple Crown. One of the GTA nonsense races has to be, and Tubes of Despair with clown vans probably makes the most sense. But I'm not sure what the third one would be. I am not sure, because I wouldn't want it to be on GTA. I'd want it to be on a different game. And I'm just not sure quite what it would be. I'll have to have a think. We'll have to have a think and come up with something for the all-important FailRace Triple Crown. There's a lot of people guessing 3 survivors, which honestly isn't the worst shout in the world. That's how many cars we had finish. I mean, cars generally are much stronger and much more likely to survive here. But here we go. The first time it is neat enough for everybody through here. I'm going to look behind me, and it's pretty good actually. Uh-oh. Okay, someone has gone. Well, they say they've gone the alternate route, the route that I would not want to take. They have not rammed the wall though. I didn't know if they were going to go up the banking, which is why I was being a bit careful there. This is about to be a really big mess because. Yeah, I'm not going to be clearing this jump the first time. Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to back it off there. There's going to be absolute chaos behind us, but there we go. I mean, a bus did avoid the jump, although I don't know what was going on further back in terms of how busy it was, whether that was fair enough or not. So, yeah, we will assume that it was pretty packed. Actually, we did see one of the buses behind me clipped the ring of fire, so there was probably a lot of chaos going on back there. Now, we will... Oh, good save. 10 out of 10 effort on the save. I don't know who it is. I can't see the nameplate, but there was an excellent save, quite frankly. So, we are across the section now. Kaiser's going to be stuck to the inside of us, which means we can now attack the banking as much as we want. We can probably go quite fast. It's the exit where we're going to get a huge amount of momentum off of here. The green bus is wobbling. This is bad news for me. I'm going on the brakes because otherwise we're going to hit the landing awkwardly, much as the orange bus alongside us did. It's Valentine. So yeah, Valentine got it wobbling towards the section. I'm hoping I can use Valentine to stop damage happening to my wheel through the banking there. We're leaning on the Valentine going through here because I don't want to be on the banking as well. So we can just keep the green bus higher. Oh god, I can't steer away from it. We're both going to fall over. Oh, no, we both landed. Oh, and then we have been finished off. I was trying to pull the bus away. I guess I should have slowed down more earlier on in that one. I was desperately trying to pull the bus away, but we just got connected, and I couldn't get the bus to unstick from the green machine. I'm going to hop off of that because I do not want anything to do. The fact that everybody is quite close together is actually advantageous in terms of avoiding chaos, but everyone is not going to stay close together for the entire race, I don't think. Now, we will be able to go full throttle for the first time in this. There has been a big amount of crashing on the landing, and we will overtake Cora, and that'll move me up into... Oh, this is going to hurt the front wheel, but I want to carry... I've got to try. I've got to push really hard now, because we've lost so much time early on here that really do need to be making up the time here. We will hop off of the wall there very nicely. Oh, big wreck for some vehicles up ahead. Continuing this time, someone's going into the ring of fire. Someone's falling over. That's Drake upside down. Small man may well avoid the ramp. I wouldn't blame them if they did. I don't think they did, though. I think they've actually gone into it, and it's looking messy over there, to say the least. Right, here we go. Down the hill we head. Oh, I've had to have a little lift. We may struggle to make the landing here. We do not. Okay, zombies had an issue. I've made it slightly worse, but we've come out the other side of this. We're going to wreck the engine doing that. However, We did downshift to third a little too soon, but it's all good. We're up into fifth. The attrition rate is starting. Bear in mind, we are barely at the halfway mark here. Oh God, yeah. I don't know if I could have got. I don't know if I could have got it turned to get up on the ramp. We've lost a heap of time because we've basically come to a halt through there. Me and Smallman just did not know what way that was all going to pan out, and Smallman's going to fall over. No, they haven't fallen over. Impressive. We are not at the angle we wanted at all here, but it's fine. It's fine. There is buses everywhere. We are not making that jump nicely, so we'll just tap the brakes to land slightly better. There is Valentine, who is minus a wheel at the moment. I don't know if Kaiser is minus a wheel as well. They might well be. I mean, the good news is, right, my bus doesn't have much life, but I do have all of my wheels still working. Giraffe isn't a million miles away in front, and we've seen very high rates of attrition already, so it's not over for us yet in terms of a victory. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but it isn't over yet. So, the bright blue bus is the one we are trying to chase down. There it is, coming down this section. We are going to chuck our bus up the hill. We are having to be aggressive here, which, I mean, it's just, we know the dangers of being aggressive on the banking here. Giraffe has lost a lot of time. This is now getting closer again up at the front. So yeah, the more aggressive we go, the more likely the wheel is to pop off, but the more speed I can take at this moment in time. In fact, the top four are about to get very, very close together. I don't know if I want fourth gear through here or whether third's right for us. Okay, for a second I thought we lost a wheel. We haven't. But, you know, the top group are all together. Oh, that's so close. Should have been more across to the side. Was a little bit caught up with my own race that I did not think about where oncoming stuff would be. Right, we ride the wall here. We're going to come off of this with a lot of speed. However, we've been pushed off the side. Didn't have a choice in that one. I think we're going to actually come out of this with the lead. I'm pretty sure that small man dead and eliminated. We came off there with so much speed that we then got in a bit of trouble, and as buses landed, we were just pushed. Thankfully, we were pushed aside. I thought we did roll off the side of the ramp. Really not what we want, but it actually got us to safety, and we bounced and thankfully landed on our wheels again. Right. We are going to go there. Oh, buses everywhere. Oh, we got the rear of the bus caught on the edge. Oh, that was almost a disaster. Ugh. I'm not liking my chances, unfortunately, as we come off of here. Where is everyone going to be? I literally can't see anything else coming towards us. That's clear. Once we're in the air, we're fine. Okay, that avoided it. We have got just this section to go, and I think we are largely uninterrupted in this section. Zombie is the closest to us in second, as long as... Oh, we've got a wrecking assist, I don't know who on. Someone else is out. We will round the final corner. It is victory. It is victory at Hellride. I mean, helped essentially by being pushed wide. It looks like 7 are going to remain. Oh, Giraffe finished with a slither of health, as are most of these buses. Yeah, Rickards is also in a pretty bad way. But, yeah. It was not the craziest of damaging ones. It's still quite crazy. Heavy attrition rate, but yeah, that is seven survivors. Did we have Neckbeard guessed 7? They were correct on YouTube, and that is now finished with 7. Just scrolling back, Patrician good with the guessing work going on here. It looks like those 2 are the ones that that got it right from what I can see. Ah, well, there we go. There we go. That was unbelievably lucky that we got pushed off the ramp because yeah, that did very much save me. Um, However, that is that is going to be it for today. Also, anonymous, thank you very much. I'm not sure who it was. Sometimes, if Streamlabs think something might be rude, it sometimes changes it. But thank you very much for the donation. So I propose Forza Jelly Cars for the third leg of the FailRace Triple Grand. Yeah, that's probably about right. Seeing as that is the earliest iteration, really, of the silly stuff. Yeah, I think that's not a bad shout. But yes, that is going to be it for this evening's stream. I hope you have enjoyed some Wreckfest. Honestly, I've had a lot of terrible luck to start with. It got a bit better as the races went on. We did have some truly shocking luck, but we had some very good races too. We had some very good luck as well in some of the later ones. Buses at Hellride is always one of the true spectacles of FailRace. So yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed this one. I mean, I don't know whether we'll ever be back on Wreckfest. I guess it depends on how long it takes for Wreckfest 2 to get some multiplayer going on. But yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it. It has been fun, certainly, on Wreckfest. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you have enjoyed this one. That though is going to be it from me. I thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much to those very generous folks who donated, who subscribed. It is always immensely appreciated. Eddie, thank you for a very generous donation. It is, as I've said, greatly appreciated from everybody, and just those that spent their Friday evening with us here on this silly game. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I'll be back tomorrow with some more possibly Xenonauts. I did have another idea and I've now forgotten what it was. But yeah, who knows? There'll be something tomorrow. There'll be some more streaming content coming your way. I hope you'll be able to join for that one. That, though, is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.